What's up? What's up? We are streaming live on TikTok and YouTube. Let me get this loaded up here so that I can actually see it while I'm streaming live on TikTok. Also, and I can interact with chat. So just give me a minute here, if that. Waiting for some things to load. Edit the name of this because it's not the 28th, it's the 29th, I believe. But we're going to look at some charts today. There we go. And that should be the live stream. Now we'll go live on the old TikToker. All right, now I push the live button on TikTok. So now we're streaming live on TikTok and YouTube. What's up? What's up? We're streaming live today. We're going to look at some charts. Going to look at Bitcoin and ETH first. Then we'll look at what you guys want to look at and chat about things. You guys share some things that you're seeing, all of that good stuff. Let's dive right in. So see if you guys can pump it up to 100 likes. That would be pretty great. And be sure to hit that follow if you haven't. So we're looking at the Bitcoin chart here. All of these lines here are Fibonacci lines. You can see that they're holding up pretty well. You can see Bitcoin came right up here almost perfectly to this line, which was about 16.53. Right now we're at 16.42. Came down here, hit these moving averages, almost came down here. Now it's trying to make its way back up. This to me looks like the makings of a potential bearish divergence. I do think that this is going to come down lower. I think we're going to see Bitcoin come down to this level. And this is on the 1 hour that we're looking at all this. Be sure to hit that like button if you haven't. So that's what I think about Bitcoin here. I think that it's probably going to come up a bit more. Best I can tell, maybe it even comes up a little bit above this high right here. But it looks to me like a bearish formation is probably forming here. That's just what it looks like to me. Be sure to send in some of those likes. That'd be super awesome. So that's Bitcoin, right? That's looking at the 1 hour. And if we zoom out a bit to the 4 hour on Bitcoin, we'll look at Bitcoin, we'll look at ETH, and then we'll look at other ones you guys want to look at. Just go ahead and shout them out. But, wait a second for us to get through Bitcoin and ETH. And we'll look at the 4 hour here. By the way, if you want to see this whole entire screen, we're also streaming live over on YouTube here. Daily Crypto Bull over there on YouTube. So let's go back to the chart here. See, you can just see it's just really riding this trend line here, right? I don't expect it to really break that. I don't see any reason why it really would. I do think we come back down and test this area down here again, which is the low 16,000. Again, it's going to come down and test basically 16,000. See if we can get to 1,000 likes. That'd be pretty rad. Let's go to ETH. Let's go to ETH on the 4 hour. So I just drew these Fibonacci lines here. Check this out. So these Fibonacci lines here, what I found to be pretty accurate, right? It bounced off the bottom here, came up, hit this fib line, and then came up here, hit this trend line. Now it's just riding this fib line right here, came down here, hit these fib lines, came up here to that one, and now we're really bumping our head right at this level. You can see that it's a pretty decent resistance level here, right? Because you see that, and then that. Let's see if we can get to 500 likes. That'd be pretty great. So to me, to me, it doesn't look like ETH has a whole lot of legs in it. I'm actually taking short opportunities. I placed one last night, made a teeny tiny profit, but I'm looking to get back in. We did go up here. See what I mean? This is the 4 hour. You can just see this kind of area right here, which is just a little over 1,200. ETH got rejected there, and now it's back up to that area. So I think ETH's got a good shot at coming back down here to roughly this area, certainly under 1,200, maybe about the 1170s, maybe even give us a wick down here, which looks like a decent short opportunity to me. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think? All right. Well, that's Bitcoin. That's ETH. What do you guys want to look at? Go ahead and drop it in there. I see someone asking for Barn Bridge. I don't know much about Barn Bridge. Let's take a look at it. So good old Barn Bridge. Yeah, we had a bullish divergence go on here. It took off to the upside right here. Let me get off my sweater here real quick. It's just, getting kind of hot in here. I mean, it's a cold day today where I'm at. I mean, for here anyways, it's like, 30 or something. Hold on. All right, going back to Barn Bridge. Is Barn Bridge a buy? I don't know. Anything that I'd be buying right now, it would be for, do I believe in it long term? Because I'm a trader, right? I do longs and shorts. I'm not really buying or selling anything. If you want to learn how to make money, how to profit when price goes down, by the way, click this link in my TikTok bio and go over here and take this masterclass. I still have the sale going on for it. So Barn Bridge to me looks like, where are we on? Let's go to the 4 hour. Let's go to the 4 hour on this one. So let's see. Barn Bridge looks pretty sideways with some pretty big spikes, right? It's really kind of riding this floor here. To me, overall, this still looks like kind of a descending triangle, right? Because I see this. Let me pull this, scrunch this down a bit. It'll maybe show it a little better. To me, I see a descending triangle, but maybe it's a bit of a rising wedge, something like that. It looks to me like, you can see how price is just getting tighter and tighter and tighter. So I think Barn Bridge's range is going to get tighter and tighter and tighter until it pops. See if we can get to 500 likes. That would be pretty great. Let's zoom back into the 1 hour now on Barn Bridge. So we do have a sell signal going, but I don't know if that's got much more in it, because again, you see how price is just getting contracted in this tight range. Maybe Barn Bridge comes down here to this level, which would be about, 376. Right now we're at 380. Yeah. To me, I think it's just looking like it wants to trade pretty sideways. Someone asked for a 0. I don't know what a 0 is, but let's take a look. These are not normal requests that I get. Is that LF0? Is that what a 0 is? So right now on the 1 hour, certainly trending up. Let's go to the 4 hour. Hey, we're at 1,000 likes. That's awesome. Thanks for all the follows coming in. So a 0. Let's scrunch this in on the 4 hour. You can just see how price is just like getting tighter and tighter and now tighter, and it's kind of trying to make its way up here a bit. Momentum's making its way up, but it's not making a whole lot of price progress, even though momentum is way up here. These to me look like very clear hidden bearish divergences. So to me, a 0 looks like it wants to come down. What do I mean by hidden bearish? Well, think of these momentum waves down here. Look at this little wave. Look at that big wave. See, this little wave goes with this big price spike, but this big wave goes with this little nothing burger. So this tells me momentum's trying really hard to push it up, but it's just not budging. So the bears are really strong, and then it tried again, right? We got the same thing going on. So I think a 0 looks like a candidate to go down is what it looks like to me. Let me zoom it back into the 1 hour. Yeah, there we are right there. It looks like a short candidate to me. We had a bearish divergence. It actually didn't play out very well. Came up here, coming up. Yeah, this to me looks like it wants to come down. It really does. If I were to do something with this, I would probably take a short on it. We have that sell signal that's still going. And as you look back here, you can see that these are pretty accurate, right? That sell signal, it's technically already in profit, but I think it's going to come lower. That buy was good. That sell, probably slightly profitable. Buy profitable. Sell good. Buy good. That buy's a loser. That sells good. That sells good. Anyway, so you can see that they play out typically pretty well. So I think that that's going to come down more, plus with everything else that I'm looking at there. Let's go to Link. Let me get a drink of coffee quick. Let's zoom out to the 4 hour. By the way, if you want to see my whole entire screen here, instead of me just doing this, go over here to YouTube, Daily Crypto Bull, over here on YouTube. I am streaming live. What do we got over here? What's up, Carpenter Knot, Half Moon Bay, British Columbia, beautiful area. Gala's close to entering new low this year. I'm going to have to take a look at that next, but let's go to Link. If you want to go over there too, if you click there should just be a play button here in my TikTok bio. That'll bring you over to my YouTube channel. So looking at this, what do we see? Right, we see this kind of rounded formation going. You see this trend line that I arbitrarily drew. You see a low, a lower low, a lower low. Momentum waves down here. Nothing crazy. To me, it actually looks like it's trading in a range, which really looks kind of between this area, which would be about 7,404, and then down here, say about that range of about 5.9. So somewhere between 6 and 7 and a quarter, we'll say. Plus this yellow line here is the 200-day moving average. So I don't know. We're up here at this upper range. This is looking like the makings of a bearish divergence right here. Look at this. We're on the 4 hour, right? We're on the 4 hour for Link. We have this high. Look at this. See this high right here? And then this higher high. Now I want to divert your attention to these waves down here. You see this, the size of this wave compared to this one? Well, if this is a higher price high, shouldn't this wave be bigger than this wave? Yes, it should be. The fact that it's not, this is what's called a bearish divergence. This looks like a very clear short candidate to me for Link. Plus it's bumping its head, just barely breached the 200-day moving average. This looks like a very clear short to me on Link. What price do we get up to? I may take a short here. I may show you. Put a 1 in the chat. Do you guys want to see me place a short on Link? Do you want to see that? Place a 1 in the chat if you do. 729, we're up there at the very top. 729 seems to be up here. I do like the 730s, probably more for it. Huh, interesting. Very interesting. That looks like a really good short candidate to me. I see a lot of ones coming in. Let's go over to Bybit and place a trade. Here's a trade that we did do. This is just a test net, right? So I'm not placing live trades willy-nilly on a live stream. But for entertainment and educational purposes, this is pretty good. This is a quant one we placed yesterday. It did get filled. It's a long. And so we got in here and it went up there, and we are up almost 20 bucks on that one, about 17% on our actual money in the thing. But let's go to Link. Let's place a short on Link. So this is when we profit when price goes up, right? And our profits are getting paid to us in Tether in this case. Let's go to Link. Link's going to be the same way. Let's see here. By the way, if you guys want to learn how I do all this stuff, I'm going to show you some of it, but there's still a lot more to learn. If you want to learn how to profit when price goes down, click the link in this TikTok bio, and I have a whole 2.5-hour masterclass here. I still have it on the Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale. I'll be taking that down, obviously, very, very soon. It's only $20, right? Who wouldn't want to learn how to get Bitcoin and other cryptos for free when price goes down? And in this case, we're going to be profiting when price goes down. The crypto we're going to get paid in this case is going to be Tether. But let's go to Link here, 728, and we'll go over here. What price did I like? I don't just want to hop into any willy-nilly price, right? So I got this right here. The very top of this move was about 749. Right now we're at 728. So I like kind of the upper part of these little wicks right here, these little ones. So I think about 735 is a spot I feel pretty good about. So I'm going to put in 735. 35 right now. You can see prices at about 728. So what this means is I'm going to take a short. Oh, got to change this. Never want to do cross. You always want to do isolated. I'm going to do a 10x leverage short. But I'm going to do 10x leverage. So what I'm going to do here, change it on me. So 7.35. Now I'm going to go down here and do something like this. So we're going to do a value on this trade of, we're going to do about 1,000 link value, meaning that we're actually putting up $736 of Tether. And since we're 10x leveraging, 10 times that is roughly, that number, 7,281. So we're going to be trading with the power of that, and we're going to do a short, but first we want to click this button, and we want to determine where should our stop loss be, because this is how we really protect ourselves. Protect our downside so that we only take little losses. Again, in this masterclass, I talk about all this stuff and so much more. Still have it on Black Friday sale. Go check it out. It's just 20 bucks. It's like the cost of lunch, right? And who wouldn't want to learn how to do this? So let's go back over here to the chart. Where do I want my stop to be? I think if it went beyond, certainly beyond this would be bad, but I don't know if I want that big of a gap. I typically try to do 1.5 to 2% max. What I mean is in terms of it going the wrong direction. So I'm going to do probably about I think I like 745. I think 745 is a good spot. Maybe I'll go a little bit more than that. So as our stop loss, we'll go to 7 point, let me do the math real quick. Say about 0.0735 would be 1%. So we'll go 46. We'll go with that. We're going to go down here. I'm going to hit short, open short, and confirm. And so what that's going to do now is it's going to move over here into active orders. So we're taking a short, so we profit when price goes down. Currently, Link is at 728. I have an order that says if Link comes up to 735, right, fill the order, and what will happen is it will move over here into active positions, and then as the price of Link goes down, I will profit. I will profit in USDT. Like on this quant one, though, it's a long, right? So I got in here, and now the price is up here, so I'm in the profit about 16%, which would be 18 bucks. For the money I actually put in. Again, if you want to learn how to do this type of stuff, click the link in my TikTok bio and go take this 2.5-hour masterclass. Plus I have a bonus in there that I'm including for free, an entire trading course that's worth about 300 bucks. So go check that out. Because who in the right mind wouldn't want to, because some cryptos, right, the crypto we're going to get for free when price goes down on Link is going to be USDT. But for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and some other ones, you can actually profit in those. Like for instance, back here, here's a couple of the Lever Atlas members. Here's Craig. He got in this ETH trade at 1209, and it went down to 1162, and he made 40% on his money. And his profit was actually paid to him in Ethereum, right? So he got free ETH because the price went down. Degimon here did the same thing. And a lot of us are doing this over here. If you want to learn how we're doing this, again, click the link in my TikTok bio and take this masterclass. All right, so that was Link. That was a good opportunity there. What else should we look at? Let's go to VeChain. Because frankly, who in their right mind wouldn't want to learn how to profit when markets go down? And who wouldn't want to learn how to profit even more, much more than buy low, sell high anyways, when profits go up? Definitely go check it out. So looking at VeChain here, we're on the 4-hour. This to me, it does look like it's trying to make its way up. Do we see any meaningful resistance? To me, it looks like meaningful resistance is up here, but we are starting to print a red candle on the 4-hour. Let's go to the 2. Let's zoom in on that a bit, on the 2-hour. We did have a sell signal come in, and these typically play out pretty well. Yeah, I think it's got a little down to go. We have that, but it looks like it's just trade. I don't expect any big moves out of Link right here. Right, Link right now is at, or VeChain, excuse me, is at 1.85 cents. The top of this move was about 1.87 cents. Very interesting. I don't see any clear moves that I would want to make on VeChain right now. So, yeah, this to me looks, I mean, if anything, I'm probably leaning shorts, but it didn't move up enough for me to really want to get interested in it. So, yeah, I think I would just stay away from, I think VeChain's probably going to trade kind of sideways, probably maybe with a downward bias, but we may have a little bit more to go. We'll see. Like, say, for instance, this little green wave comes up and gets up to like where this dotted line is, which would be above this, but then prints a smaller little wave down here. That would be a bearish divergence, and I would see that as a fairly a decent probable signal that price is probably going to turn around and go down. That would be a good place I'd want to place a trade in for me. I see a lot of people asking about the indicator, the buy-sell labels, and the momentum wave. If you want to get that, click the link in the TikTok bio, and it's called Lever Atlas. With that, you get my $1,000 trading course, and you get access to this private Discord where we're doing stuff like this. You know, you get access to me, everybody in there, fantastic private community for Lever Atlas members only. And if you just want to learn how to profit when price goes down, amongst other things, go get this masterclass. I still have it on Black Friday sale. It's only $20. I mean, it's a cost of a lunch, and there's a $300 bonus that comes along with it. So that's VeChain. Someone keeps asking about Telcoin. I'm not sure what Telcoin is. How do I spell that? Is it Telecoin? Or is it just Telcoin? Maybe it's just Telcoin. Whoops. Telcoin. Uh-oh. Let's see. Let's see here. Yeah, the indicator does also work on stocks. We can look at some stocks here in a little bit, actually. Works on stocks and crypto. I can't speak for anything else. Like Forex and stuff, I've never really used it on that, so I couldn't speak for it. But that buy signal just nailed that. Telcoin, I'm not interested in Telcoin. No wonder people are asking about it. It just had a big pump. I avoid pumps, especially in a bear market. But, yeah, I'm not that interested in that. Straight up, like, this is something that I'd be looking to sell. I can tell that right away. If I could trade it, I'd probably short it. Why is it pumping? Something must have happened to make it pump. Not because of it was something FOMO-ish or some kind of really good news or something. But that stuff runs out and then it turns around. This is, you know, we went from down here, this buy signal, nailed it, by the way, on Tuesday, yesterday, was at, 1.6 cents, and now it's sitting up here, came up here, it doubled in this bear market. I'd get out of that. I would sell that. I would take my profits and run. I definitely wouldn't buy it. That's my opinion. All this stuff is just my opinion. I'm wrong all the time. Just sharing my thoughts. So I'm going to go to DYDX because I don't even want to look at that. I would just, that's my assessment on that. I would sell that thing and take my profits and run for sure. Or at least some of it. Sell at least some of it, in my opinion. So now we're looking at DYDX, right? DYDX on the 4-hour. Sell signal, nailed it. Buy, that was a loser. Sell, nailed it. Buy, good. Sell, good. Buy. These work out more often than not, so very interesting. Let's see here. Including the daily Discord alerts. I don't have like daily Discord alerts. I mean, I'm in there every day. It's more of a private forum for traders where I'm in there and other experienced traders are in there. I drop my trades in there. We answer questions. We chat with ideas that we're talking about, stuff like that. It's not like alerts, but you set notifications. You'll get alerts when new things get posted, which is multiple times a day. But anyways, so DYDX here, I don't know. It doesn't look real strong to me. We do have the buy signal come in. Maybe it's got a little bit more legs to it, but its first resistance zone is very clearly right here, which is probably about $1.80. Right now we're at $1.745, $1.74. So, you know, I mean, I guess this I don't know if I'd want to get involved in this right now in terms of a buy. It looks like price is going pretty sideways, overall trending down. I'd be more inclined to take a short on this probably. What indicator is that? The buy sell labels and the momentum wave. If you want to get that, that's Lever Atlas. Click the link in the TikTok bio and you can get Lever Atlas right here. Plus you'll get access to my most advanced comprehensive trading course, which is all this. And you get access to the private Discord where members are doing stuff like this. I mean, look at this. Craig here, he got in ETH at 1209, went down to 1162, and he made 40% on his money, and his profits were paid to him in ETH. So Craig here got free ETH when the price went down. So did Degimon, free ETH when the price went down. If you want to learn how to do that, I really recommend taking this masterclass here, how we get Bitcoin and other cryptos for free when price goes down. Still have it on Black Friday sale, plus there's a $300 bonus that comes with it. But that's what I think. That's what I think about DYDX. I think it looks like it's not going to be moving very much, but it's clearly leaning down. You can see that the 200-day moving average, this yellow line here, it did break above, but then it came down. Maybe it's finding support here and bounces back up because it does have more room to go. I just don't think I'd do anything with this right this hot second. Let's go to sand. These are all just my opinions, by the way, right? Not financial advice, all that stuff, because I could be wrong. I'm definitely not always right. Nobody is. Just sharing my thoughts and opinions. So, but we are in a bear market. I feel like that's a pretty consensus opinion, which means things go down more than they go up. Although we have gone down a shitload, so how much further does anything have to go down? I don't know. This is clearly just, this is actually kind of a bullish formation here for sand because it's got this pull down and then this descending kind of flag, kind of wedge type of pennant type thing. This could actually be a bullish formation for sand here. Momentum is trying to make its way up. You can see this price was going down. Momentum's making its way up and it still hasn't really popped. I mean, it ended up dropping more actually. So, but I think we have found some meaningful support. I would probably put it somewhere around this area, about 55 cents. Right now we're just over 56 cents. That's a hard one to read to me because overall you can just see how sideways it's been since it's really been sideways since Sunday, November 13th, right? Price hasn't really moved much. Hard to tell. I mean, when we deviate out of like this range, which is about 61 cents down to, maybe 56 cents, 55 cents. When we deviate out of that range, I think it's probably going to correct back in there, but we're right in the middle of it, closer to the bottom of it, obviously. But I don't know. What are we at right here? Let's go to the 1 hour. Maybe the 1 hour is going to tell us more if there's an entry possibility. We did just have a sell signal print. I'm inclined to believe that has a little bit further down to go. We did have you could maybe call that a bullish divergence. Buy signal came out. That worked out pretty well. That sell was good. That sell was good too. That buy was not. That buy was good. That sell was decent. That buy was not good. That sell was okay. Anyway, so the sell coming on here, it could have a little bit more down to go, but we missed the entry. I don't think I would force it or rush it. I think I would pay attention to this and just kind of figure it out. Is the Masterclass a something or YouTube course? I'm not sure what you're asking. It's my own 2.5 hour course that I spent, or class that I spent 2.5 months making. So if that helps you out, and it's only $20. I mean, it's the cost of lunch. Let's see here. So Sandbox, I don't know. I would probably stay away from doing any trades on that. Nothing stands out to me. I see some people asking about Litecoin. Let's go to Litecoin. Let's see here. So Litecoin. What are we on? Let's go to the 4 hour to get a better view of this. Litecoin obviously had this big pump. Look at that buy signal. Just nailed the shit out of it. Litecoin back here, what day was that? Yesterday? Jesus, that was just yesterday? Oh, no. That was just yesterday. Wow. It was at $61 and then it popped up to 83. Right now we're at 76. We are trending down. With this pull going up and this descending thing, this could actually be a bullish formation. But let's go into the 1 hour. I don't really believe it. Because whatever this pump was, like what caused this pump? Something caused this pump. Something FOMO, something hype caused that pump. Some event announcement, some kind of news made that effort pump. And I don't know what it was, but something did. And I know that when I see it. And those types of things, they typically fizzle out because once the hype hits itself, then it just works its way down and people are holding, going sideways here. What are we on the 1 hour now? We broke down a little bit. Now we came back up to the mean. I'd say that the mean of this entire move is maybe right around here. Call it about 76, call it $77. Let's just call it $77. We did have a buy signal come in. It's on this candle, so it doesn't confirm and stick to that candle permanently for another 8 minutes. So that's pretty close, actually. So it very well could be making its way up. To me, here's what this looks like. I would be waiting for the bearish divergence. What is a bearish divergence? Well, look at this high right here. Ugh, come on, stop, camera. Right there, that high right here for you on YouTube, this high right here. Now, this candle is already come up here. Now, if it comes up a little higher, and then I want to divert your attention to these waves. So if we have a high and a higher high, right? A high and a higher high, yet these waves, this big wave and a smaller wave, that would be a bullish divergence, plus we're coming to the top of this clear resistance range. That would be a very high probable short for me, is what it looks like. So I think I would be waiting for Litecoin to maybe show that. I think Litecoin short somewhere around 78 to $79 looks like the most probable move to me, and I would probably set an alert waiting for that to happen and then check my momentum waves here to see if I get a bearish divergence, excuse me. But that's what Litecoin looks to me. I probably wouldn't take this buy right now, even though the signal's saying buy. I think it does have more up to come, but I'd probably rather just avoid it and wait for what I'm anticipating is a bigger move to the downside. Plus this buy signal. I only take buy signals when they're down here, and I only take sell signals when they're up here, right? So I'm more inclined to believe this sell signal than this buy signal, right? Like look at this buy signal back here. That was down here. Momentum was still down here, so then it looks more valid to me, right? This sell signal here, look, well, that one was a little below. So I probably would have avoided that one. That would have been a bit of a loss. But look at this sell signal back here. That one was high, right? And look at this buy. It's above the zero line, so I wouldn't take that one. Hope that makes sense. Anyways, so to me, I would be waiting for a bearish divergence. I think Litecoin is going to come down. What would be my projected range? I would expect it to come down to, at least in the 75s, maybe into the 73s, maybe even to the 72s. But I think 73s, 74s seem most likely, and it'll probably come from about 78. That's what I think. My opinion, man. What else should we look at? Let's look at Cardano. Let me get a drink of coffee quick, if you don't mind. Throw a 1 in the chat if you want to learn how to profit when price goes down, or if you want to learn how to get free crypto when price goes down. Let's go over and check YouTube. We have some comments over here. Just asking about Curve, Algo, and Curve. We'll take a look. Hey, what's up, Dom? There's a lot of order blocks on Doge around 88. Oh, interesting. That's really interesting. Oh, Gala. That's right. We got to look at Gala. Yeah, we'll have to look at Gala. As a matter of fact, I think maybe I'll pull up Gala next. If you want to see the whole screen, we're streaming over here on YouTube. And if you do want to learn how to profit when price goes down, click the link in the TikTok bio and go ahead and take this masterclass. I still have the sale running. It's only $20, right, to learn how we get Bitcoin and crypto, other cryptos for free when price goes down. Like here's some members in the Lever Atlas community. Degimon here, got in at 1208, went down to 1162. He made almost 40% on his money. So did Craig here. And by that I mean when the price went down, they got given Ethereum. So they got free Ethereum when the price went down. If you want to learn how to do that, go ahead and take this masterclass while it's still on sale. It's only $20. And there's a $300 bonus that comes along with it. So let's go back to Cardano. Then we'll go to Gala. We'll go to Gala next. So, yep, had a sell signal come. That played out pretty well. All 4 of these worked out pretty well, actually. That was a winner. That's a winner. That's a winner. That's a winner. But prices come down here. Now we're starting to maybe print a green candle. We're only on the 1 hour. To me, I'm inclined to believe that. I think it probably will come up maybe a bit more. Maybe it comes back up to this area, which would be about 31 cents, because right now we're at 30.8. Come back up to 31, maybe come up a little higher. If really maybe get lucky and push its way up to maybe this region, about 31.4 cents. But I'm kind of seeing a potential. And what's really interesting about this too, look at this. See this high and this high, right? That's the higher high, that's the lower high. But look at these waves. Look at the size of these waves. the prices went down, but the waves are trying to push up. So there's a lot more momentum trying to push this up, but it's not able to do it. So this is what's called a hidden bearish divergence, a hidden bearish divergence. So yeah. So what we got going on here is that type of thing. So that can often precede a regular bearish divergence, which is what it looks like is happening to me. Do I have supply to the course always, or just when I buy it? Yeah, when you get the Masterclass, you always have access to it, man. Like, it's yours to watch anytime you want, forever. Good question. So to me, I think this very has a good chance of coming up, but I'm more inclined to wait to take a short on this. That's just what I'm seeing a lot right now. Let's go to crypto. Well, let me go to Gala. Let's go to Gala. Because I'm getting notes that it's getting close to setting a short. It looks like it's not short, a low. This is probably the low. I think this is the low for Gala in this drop that we've had. I guess this is the low. 23.79 is what I'm going to call it. Right now we're at 25. I was saying that yesterday too. Is Gala looked to me like it could make a push back up to 25. Looked like a decent long opportunity to me. So zoom into the 1 hour. It seems like that has hit its spot. And we got buy signal, just nail it. Buy sell good, buy good, sell good, buy good, sell. That's profitable. I think this might have a little bit more down to go. If it does come back up, maybe it pushes above this and forms that bearish divergence I was talking about. We are starting to find some support here. To me, I don't know. I wouldn't want to hop in this trade right this hot second, because that sell signal would have been a good spot to hop in. I'd still be riding it if we were in there. Yeah. That's tougher. That's tougher for me. That's tougher for me. I think that I would avoid this one right now in terms of trading. We are at 25. I do believe it will come back down below not 25, 2.5 cents. So a short would probably play out, but I don't know if I'd want to hop in right here. I would have much rather hopped in when that sell signal popped up. Let's go to the crypto bubbles real quick if you guys haven't seen this. So we have a lot of green going on today, and that's kind of what I was saying yesterday when we were looking at the charts. It looked to me like mostly across the board, most things look like they wanted to go up. That's why we placed this quant long yesterday, right? We got into quant at 110, and now it's at 112, and we are up, about $20, right? So, which would be 18% on our money because we did 10x leverage. If you don't know what any of that means, or if you're a little confused, I highly recommend going and taking this masterclass. It's a 2.5-hour class. Gives you a good high-level view of everything, how we're doing all this, how people in the Lever Atlas community are getting free ETH when the price goes down, how we are getting crypto paid to it, how we're getting Tether paid to us because the price of quant goes up. Because we're not buying anything here, right? I didn't buy anything, but yet I'm profiting. See what I'm saying? Like I didn't buy anything, but I'm profiting, right? And same thing with those other trades back there. We didn't buy anything. We're just profiting because the price goes down. That's how longs and shorts work. But most people don't really understand how to do those. And if you want to, I see a lot of people asking about the indicator. If you want to get the indicator, which is the buy-sell label and the momentum waves, click the link in the TikTok bio or the link in the description over there on YouTube. And Lever Atlas is right here. That's the trading indicator. Plus, you'll get my most advanced course, which is hours and hours and hours of content. And most importantly, you'll get access to this Discord. Like these two guys right here, they didn't know how to do any of this stuff a few months ago. And now here they are making 40% when the price goes down, building up free ETH when the price goes down. Gives me goosebumps to see this. And there's lots of people in the community doing this, myself very much included. So take that masterclass. Really, I could not recommend it more if you want to learn how to profit when price goes down and get free crypto and price goes down and up. So looking at Gala, that's what I think about Gala. What else should we look at? Thanks for all the follows coming in. Thanks for all the likes coming in. XRP. Yeah, let's take a look at XRP. Let me get a drink of coffee quick. So looking at XRP, let's go to the 4 hour. I'll zoom out a bit. Again, we got a lot of green going on today. And yesterday, that's what I was saying. When we were looking at these charts, like as we don't leave this, we keep going through chart after chart after chart after chart, and what you'll see is a pattern emerge. And yesterday, the pattern was pretty clear that the probability was highly on the side that things were going to go up. And here we are today, green across the board. So what are things looking like today? That's what we're doing. So far, things are looking kind of sideways. It looks like their up move is kind of running out of steam, and I think that we're moving into a lot of bearish divergences. We'll get to that. So this XRP, this was the low all the way back here on, what date was that? on the FTX day, which was Wednesday, November 9th, came all the way down to 31.4 cents. Right now we're at almost 40 cents. And it came up here, pushed into this golden pocket. Look at the signals, by the way. Buy, winner. Sell, winner. Buy, winner. Sell, winner. Buy. That one's a loser. Sell, winner. Buy, winner. Sell, winner. Buy, loser. Sell, winner. Buy, winner. Right? That's Lever Atlas. That's the indicator that we use. But with that being said, just having this tool, you need education, you need ongoing support. That's why Lever Atlas members all get my most advanced trading course and access to the private Discord where I'm in. I answer questions, I drop my trades, other experienced traders in there, all that good stuff. So this could have a little bit more legs to it because we're not quite above the zero line yet. Again, we're looking at the 4-hour time frame. Here's YouTube over here. Yeah, we'll look at algo soon, Logan. Sorry about that. So XRP, it's hitting that 200-day moving average. That's what that yellow line is there. Very significant support and resistance zone. As you can see, XRP basically got rejected off of it. Basically rejected. Now it broke above into this golden pocket here, but then it got rejected and has come down below the 200. Now it's broke above it. I think that overall, I think the XRP is going to be coming down. That's what I would be looking for. Let me zoom into the 1 hour. We had a buy signal print right here on this label, right? But this buy signal isn't permanent until that candle closes, and that candle's not closing for another 58 minutes. So I wouldn't take this buy signal. Here's why. Because follow this down. See how the momentum is above the zero line? I only take buy signals if the momentum is down here, and I only take sell signals if the momentum is up here. So this sell signal was pretty valid, probably got stopped out. But it looks to me like a bearish divergence is forming, which means we have a high and a higher high, but the momentum waves don't match it. That's what I think. So that's what it's really looking like to me. So I think we're going to come up here. I think XRP is going to come up. Looks like it's already come up to this area, which was clearly a support area. Maybe now it's resistance. Maybe it comes up a little bit more to maybe this area. But it looks to me like that 40 cents, right now we're at 39.5. I think 40 cents is probably the top of this move. I wouldn't take that buy signal. Plus, I bet that buy signal goes away because we're on the hour. So each of these candles an hour. That buy signal is not permanently fixed to that candle for another 56 minutes. And plus, it's above the zero line. I wouldn't take that one. These are little nuances I teach you in the class and in the Discord and everything like that. So to me, it looks like I would want to take a short on XRP. I think XRP is going to come down. I think XRP is probably going to come down back below the zero line, probably to at least 38.5 cents, maybe back down here to the 37s. That's what I think XRP is going to do. I think it's basically at its end game, which is about 40 cents, and I think it's going to come back down at the very, very best. It can make its way up here to the golden pocket at maybe 40.5 cents. To me, this looks like a prime short candidate, and I'll be watching for that dot to print, because when it prints, that'll be a more of a confirmed bearish divergence, and I'll be interested in taking a short there. That's what it looks like to me. By the way, put a 1 in the chat if you guys want to learn how to profit when price goes down. If you want to learn how to get free crypto when price goes down, put a 1 in the chat if you want to learn how to do that. So let's go to algo. Logan over on YouTube has been asking about that, and I keep forgetting to look at it because I'm mostly just looking at this screen. By the way, we are streaming live on YouTube. You can see my whole entire screen, right, instead of me moving around like this, and you can chat and everything like that. Just go over here to Daily Crypto Bull on YouTube. And in my TikTok bio, there should just be like a play button that you can click. That'll take you over there. I see a lot of ones. Sorry, I forgot I asked about that. So if you want to learn how to profit when price goes down and get free crypto when price goes down, like here's a couple members in my Lever Atlas community. Like here's Craig, right? He got in ETH at 1209 and it went down to 1162. He made 40% on his money, and his profit was paid to him in Ethereum. So he got free ETH when price went down. Here's Degimon. He did the almost the exact same thing, right, over here on the 27th a couple days ago. And we do this stuff every single day, right? Me and other people in the community are doing this, and both of these guys had no clue how to do this a few months ago. If you want to learn how to do stuff like that, click the link in my TikTok bio and go take this masterclass. I have it on sale for only $20. And I have a $300 bonus that comes along with it, which is actually my trading fundamentals course. Definitely go check that out while I still have it on sale and learn how to do that stuff. So looking at algo here for Logan, let's go to the 4 hour. Been very up and down. Let me crunch this a bit. Buy signal, that was probably profitable depending on when you got in. Again, entry strategy and exit strategy is a big deal. We talk about that everywhere, in the class, in the courses, everything. Sell, again, the way that I trade, that's profitable, that's profitable, that's profitable, that's profitable, and that's profitable the way I trade, right? If you just hop in at any point, it's not going to work. But nonetheless, let's scrunch this a bit. So here we are. We seem to be hitting, you can see this kind of support level here, right? Right, it wicked, bounced up, broke it, bounced up, and now it broke down, and now it's coming up. So the question is this area now resistance? I think there's a strong chance this area is now resistance, especially since we're seeing evidence of price failing. We are on the below the zero line, so I wouldn't want to take a short here. I'd want to be above the zero if I were going to do anything like that. So that's the 4 hour. Let's go into the 1 hour. What are we seeing? We had a sell signal come in. That's already played out into profit. It's starting to kind of wind back up. Again, what do I think is going to happen? I think price has a decent chance of coming up to maybe this level, maybe a little higher, and we're going to see a little wave down here that's much smaller than this one, showing us bearish divergence. I think that we're running into a lot of bearish divergence scenarios tomorrow. So when we're looking at today, right? Today it's a lot of green. I think tomorrow's going to be a lot of red. I think tomorrow when we look at this, we're going to see a lot of red across the board because I can just see it setting up for it. And again, I can't work in certainties. I can only work in probabilities. I'm very familiar. I spend a shitload of time looking at charts, and to me, it looks like we're going to have a bit of a green wave here. I don't think it's got far to go, and if it does, it's going to barely get above this high, and then it's going to come down. I'm seeing a lot of bearish formations setting up, yeah, that's what it looks like to me, right? I'm looking for a lot of shorts. So this type of thing, where we profit when price goes down, I'm going to be looking for a lot of that probably later tonight, looking for these setups. Thanks for all the follows coming in. Thanks for all the likes. Where can I download the charts? I see a lot of people asking about the indicator, right? The buy-sell labels and the momentum wave. If you want to get that, click the link in my TikTok bio. That'll take you over here. You can get Lever Atlas Trading Indicator right here. It's a monthly subscription. With that, you'll also get my entire advanced trading course, which is like $1,000 course. Many hours of content, and I still add modules to it. And you get access to this private Discord where I post my trades. Other people post their trades and other things they're seeing. So I can't explain to you how valuable this private Discord is. If you join Lever Atlas, immediately get in this Discord and get active in it. Let's see here. So that's Algo. What else do we look at? What's up, St. Luke? Nice to see you in here again. How much is the monthly? It's $50 a month, but that's going to be going up pretty soon because it's way, way, way too cheap. What else should we look at? Let's go over here to, who was it? Oh, shoot, who was it? Jessica asked for Curve. Let's go take a look at Curve. Curve was subject to massive market manipulation by one trader in particular very recently. And I've been kind of waiting for all that to settle itself out before I take a look at Curve again, in terms of doing anything with it anyways. Because here's what happened. Like, I can forget the trader's name, but this whole move you see here, this was all manipulated down because of a pretty sophisticated move that he did with taking his curve and borrowing against it and taking out the stable coin and then buying shorts, like pushing it down. And then he let himself get liquidated, and then he took longs, and then it popped up like this. Like this entire move from here to here, to here, was all manipulated by basically one person, which is crazy. He did it with only about $37 million. Only. I know that's a lot of money to any of us individually, but in these markets, that's really not much. Very sophisticated. I forget this guy's name. I gotta remember to look that up. We can look at some stocks here in a second. So Curve, that's the 4 hour, seems to be hanging out up here. I do expect Curve to come back down because this was a very manipulated move. Maybe not. Maybe that's about where it should be. Because that was the low of the FTX fallout, and then it pumped, and then here's where that opportunity came in. So maybe that's about right. I think fair value for this right now is probably about 60 cents. Right now we're at 67. We had the buy signal come in. That's played out. Sell signal is good. I'm sure we have a buy signal down here that we maybe just can't even see. No, I don't see a buy signal. How did I get 2 straight sells? I feel like there should be a buy signal here. Anyways. I think that this is trading pretty sideways. I'd be looking for short opportunities on this. Let me go to the 1 hour. We did have the sell come in. I'm seeing the same thing. Aren't these charts looking similar? Are you getting this? Like, here's this high, and I think we're going to come up here and make a similar or maybe slightly higher high, and these waves are going to be diverging. So it'll look like a bearish divergence to me. That's just what it looks like to me. I think that we're getting a lot of bearish divergence setups going along. What's the name of the indicator? The indicator is Lever Atlas. It's my own indicator. So if you want to get it, click the link over here in the TikTok bio and you can get it right here. Plus a bunch of other great stuff. So curve to me, I think it's trading pretty sideways. I think curve overall to me looks like it wants to come down. Maybe it comes up a bit more. Maybe it makes its way up to here and kind of gets people wondering to like 70 cents. Maybe. But I think that we're setting up for some bearish divergences is what it looks like to me, right? Today, I was saying all yesterday that it looked to me like things wanted to go up yesterday, and here we are in the green, right? It takes a little time. Like when you're seeing me today talk about this stuff, it doesn't happen instantly. But what do we have? We have a lot of green today, so I was right yesterday. And now we are today looking at these, and I'm saying this one isn't as clear to me as yesterday, but it looks to me like we're setting up for bearish divergences. I'd put a little bit less probability on this prediction than the one from yesterday, but it still looks pretty solid to me. That's what I think. So that's what I think. Does it work with indices? Yeah, it does. Let's go to the SPY real quick, or the SPX. Let's go look at the SPX real quick. So we had a sell signal come in right up here at the top. When was this? On Monday, right? So that played out pretty well. Now we've come down here. We had that buy go on. And sorry, I had some knocking on the door. So what does it look like here? We're coming down to this area. Obviously it pumped up. We've come here. Damn it, camera, focus. So it very well could come back down here to the top of this golden pocket right here. Because where are we at right now? 39.53. So we've come down, mostly went sideways today. I think it could come down here to about 3,900. I think 3,900 would be a decent support level for the S&P right now. Let me get some coffee real quick. But, you know, that's the 1 hour. Let's go to the 4 hour. Sell signal still up here to me. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Check this out. It's exactly what I'm talking about. See this high? See this high, right? This one is slightly higher than that one, right? You see that? Look at these waves. That wave and this wave, that red dot is just a little bit lower. So that, and plus we're coming up to this yellow line, which is the 200-day moving average. All of these things are just screaming to me that it wants to come down. I think it at least comes down to 3,900. And it looks like this has been building for a little while because the highest one that we can see on the board is over here correlating to this high. So high, higher high, higher high, higher high, but yet the waves just keep getting smaller. This is a very clear bearish divergence to me. I think this effort is coming down into sub 3,900. I think it, so it can come down here. I think it hits 3,900 and plays around with that, uses that as resistance. Maybe comes down here to about 38.75, the other part of this golden pocket. And then it probably comes down here to about 38.31. And then it would probably come down here to about 37.83. That's what it looks like to me. So I think we're at least coming down to 3,900. I think this will continue to go down. That's really what it looks like to me. Thanks for all the follows coming in. Just my opinion, though. Just my opinion. Let's go to the NASDAQ. Let's go to the NASDAQ. So the NASDAQ, we're on the 4 hour again. Trading a lot more sideways than the S&P, in my opinion. I mean, from the way I'm looking at it, right? Trading basically between 11.9 and 10,750. Actually, that's quite a move. That's about a 10% move. So that's not as crazy as I thought. But we had this sell signal come in here too, and we're seeing the same thing, aren't we? Right? See this high? Higher high, similar high. And the waves are just getting smaller, right? So this, plus we're coming up to this moving average. To me, it looks like it wants to come down. It's finding support right here, but I don't know how strong of support that is. Maybe it's decent support. I think it's a stronger resistance than a support. So I think it's going to break through there. Maybe at least come down here, and then maybe come down here to about 10,913. I think that the NASDAQ's going to go under 11,000. That's what it looks like to me. I think it's going to come down probably this week. I think this week you're going to see the NASDAQ go down under 11,000. That's what it looks like to me. Someone's asking about gold. Let's go take a look at gold. Let's take a look at good old gold, baby. XAU USD. Gold's been pumping a bit. I was so gonna get some gold in the low 1600s because I'm like, are you kidding me? Low 1600s. Anyways, pumping up. I think we've hit a top here, right? You can clearly see that. We have this, look at this. We have this high and this higher high, and look at these waves. right? You see how the price is going up, but the momentum is going down. What happened? Sell signal came, boom, away we go. That buy was a loser. That sell was good. Buy, lose. Well, technically that was a winner if you stayed in there, depending on where your stop was. That sell seemed to win out this buy. I don't think I'd want to be buying gold right now, this moment. Although long term, not a bad price, $17.50 in my opinion. It does seem to be making a higher low. We did have this bullish divergence happen here, and that did end up playing out a bit. But now we've come up. Yeah, man, I don't know. I think it looks pretty sideways. Maybe leaning bearish. Momentum and money flow are clearly going down. I think we have a bit more down to go. I think we're going to see gold. I think there's a good chance we see gold come to this area, which would be about 1,700. I think gold's going to come down here to about 1,700, very potentially this week, and kind of use that as support. That's just what it looks like to me. Block Kaiser says 1740 buy block. Okay, that's interesting. I mean, we're basically at that area. Does it work with 5-minute time frames? Yes, it does. I mean, I can go down to the all the time. It doesn't matter what time frame. Your strategy is going to change, and your percentages that you take profits and your tight stop losses and stuff. But this is the 5-minute time frame of gold, right? So we had that buy good, sell good, buy loser, sell good, buy good, sell good, sell good, buy. Probably call that a loser. Sell good, buy good, sell good. Yeah, it's all 5 minutes. The only thing that changes is just what your take profits are, what your take profit percentages are, and what your stop loss percentages are. Adjust it for your time frame. And you can set alerts for these too when they pop up for whatever time frame you want. Like if I'm on the 5-minute, which I don't trade the 5-minute. I rarely trade anything lower than the hour. But you can just go over here, click this little button, then this button, and go right here to DCB buy sell, because that's what the name of the buy sell labels are. It's all Lever Atlas, but that's what that one's called, because it has to be a different code. And then you can say, hey, the next time a buy label pops up, alert me, and it'll alert you on your computer and on your phone. Same thing with the sell label, just create the alert. I'm not going to create it because I don't want a 5-minute alert on gold. But yeah, it works on all that stuff. What else do we want to look at? You're watching the 15. Let's go to the 15. Let's crunch it. Buy signal was fantastic, obviously. Plus we had a bullish divergence going on down there. Then we had a bearish divergence going on. Probably right there is probably the spot. Let me pull up. Yep, worked out pretty well. Going down here, all these buy sells in between are little scalps. But overall, this just looks like it wants to go down to me. Now it's kind of starting to want to come back up on the 15. But I don't trade on that. Like I just don't. I trade on at least the hourly. Anyways, thanks for all the follows coming in. Do you need a premium trading view account? You do not. The free one is fine, although most people tend to like to get the lowest paid level one, which I think is like Pro, which is like $14 a month or something. Quant. Oh yeah, how have we not looked at Quant yet? Let's go to Quant. Let me get some coffee real quick. And by the way, if you want to see this whole entire screen at all times, we are streaming live over here on YouTube, Daily Crypto Bull on YouTube. An easy way to get there from TikTok is in my bio. There should just be a play button that'll bring you right over here. Let's see what comments we got over here. Looking forward to learning a lot. Welcome in, No Limit. Kadena. Hide chat replay. No. This is much better investment than digestion. We're talking about how it's cost of a lunch. Yeah, exactly. I mean, plus it's fun. Like, guys, I can't say enough. Like doing this type of thing right here. Trading is so fun. It's just so fun. Like, it's a game to me, and it is so fun. Oh, are we about to get Link? Link's so close to getting filled. Look where Link is right now, 731. If it comes up to 735, we're going to be in our short and start profiting when price goes down. Like, this is just so fun, being able to do this. Like, we make money and stuff, and we profit when price goes down, and we profit even more when price goes up, more than just regular going up. And we get free crypto and stuff. It's just such a fun game to play. Like, that's the way I look at it. I look at it as a game, right? I'm not trying to make a shitload of money every day. Like, if you're trying to do that, you're going to make bad decisions. But this is a fun game to play, in my opinion. Like, that's the main reason I'm in here. It's fun to play it, doing trading and stuff, which is what I talk about. If you click this link over here, that's what I really show a high level in this 2.5-hour masterclass about what all this is and how it all works. And then, of course, we get into more depth down here. So, anyways, let's look at Quant. Let's see here. Buy signal, nailed it. Sell signal, nailed it. Now we've come to this Fibonacci line right here. And it's using it as pretty strong support. Oh, well, support, I should say. I shouldn't say support, strong. 112. What I should have done is I probably should have taken out profit here yesterday. Or, excuse me, more profit here, because this was the up move we had from the long we took yesterday. But I'm trading on the test net, so I'm not really monitoring it that closely because it's not real money. On my real accounts, yes, I would be definitely have my take profit strategies in place, which of course I talk about in the class and all my courses and stuff, which is a big deal, right? How you take profit, how you do your stop losses, your strategy is everything, right? The tools are fantastic, but if you don't have a strategy of how to use those tools, like Lever Atlas, then you're just not going to do near as well as you could. So we're up here. This is interesting because I think on the 4-hour here, had this clear bearish divergence happen, right? Price was going up, momentum going down, came down here to the Fibonacci line. So the question is, will we break this support? If we do break this support, I expect it to come down to maybe this area, the bottom of the golden pocket, which is also the 200-day moving average, which would be about 105. So if quant breaks down, I think it would go to 112.91. Let me set where are my positions here? Let me set a better stop loss. Let me put my stop loss in the profit. When did I get in? Put in 111. Do that. So now this is a risk-free trade. I got in at 110, and if price tries to go below 111, it'll just close it out, and I'll close out the whole thing in profit. This is now a risk-free trade, which is my primary goal every time I get into a trade is to take profit as soon as possible and to move it into a risk-free situation like this. So, anyways, let me go back to quant real quick. What are we on the 4-hour? Let's go to the 1-hour. What do we think here? What do I think here? This one looks pretty normal. Although quant is one that's commonly a little different than the consensus in terms of what other charts look like. Quant was one of those that can be different because it's just such a strong project, and that's not like my opinion. That's just like the market just votes with their money that they love quant more than almost in the very, very top of all the projects in terms of bullishness in this bear market. So to me, it looks like price overall wants to go sideways. I am still leaning towards a downward bias. It could go up. It could go up more. Quant's weird. Quant's different than the other ones. Quant kind of looks like it could go up to me. Yeah, quant looks like it could go up to me. What else really? Let's look at Cosmos, because Quant, Cosmos, and Matic are the 3 strongest charts in crypto ever since that June low. Let me go out to the 4-hour for Cosmos. Looks like a descending triangle to me. All right, you have these lower highs and this flat bottom, although it did breach it and then come back up. And we're hitting the top of it. To me, this looks like a short opportunity. We're just a little above 10.22. I think $10 was a very strong support area for Cosmos, Atom, but I think now $10 is probably a strong resistance. I see some people asking about the indicator. The buy-sell labels in the momentum wave, that's the indicator. It's called Lever Atlas. It's my own indicator. Click the link in the TikTok bio. I'll take you over here and you get the indicator right here. Plus you'll get access to my most advanced trading course, which is about a $1,000 course. And you'll get access to the private Discord where members didn't know how to do any of this a few months ago, and now they're doing stuff like this. Like here's Craig. ETH goes from 1209 down to 1162. Making 40% on his money, getting free ETH because the price goes down. Degimon doing the same thing, and we're posting stuff like this every single day, and we're posting our setups and what we're seeing. Very, very, the most valuable part of being a Lever Atlas member is that Discord, no doubt about it. Cosmos looks like a pretty clear short opportunity to me. We already have what looks like a clear bearish divergence going on to me. So check this out. So we're up here, we have this high, and now we've made a higher high. Look at the size of this wave. By the way, this wave on its own is what's called a hidden bearish divergence, because look at it compared to this little sucker over here, and it's almost as big as those ones, even though it's a lower high. But now we've breached it a bit, and look at this wave, right? This wave here, this wave looks like it's going to be much smaller. So that would be a high and a higher high, a big wave and a smaller wave. That would be a bearish divergence. Plus, we're coming into this very clear resistance area that is about $10. To me, that looks like a pretty clear short opportunity. Yeah, right. But we did just have a buy signal come in, but I wouldn't take it. Here's why. because it's above the zero line. I wouldn't take it if it was above the zero line, which it is. The sell I would have taken, and that would have came out to a little bit of profit, because sells I take when they're above the zero line, buys I take when they're below the zero line. Okay, so this buy right here would have barely made the cut, and that would have worked out pretty well. Is that the 1 hour? That is the 1 hour. So to me, this looks like, again, a setup for a bearish divergence. That's what I'm seeing on a lot of things right now across the board. I think tomorrow, like looking at these crypto bubbles, they're all green today, which is what I said most likely looked like was going to happen yesterday, and then it played out. Today it's looking to me like we're seeing a lot of setups for a decent potential of bearish divergence, and I think that it's going to come down. Yeah, that's what I think is going to happen here. I actually use this part of Lever Atlas more than the buy sell signals because of stuff like that. Thanks for all the follows coming in. Then let's go to Matic. Let's go to Matic. See what we got going on over there. Let's go to the 4 hour. Let me get a drink of coffee. So let me zoom this here. We bounced right off this fib line, which is about what? That's where the wick was. Wick came down to about 80 cents. Right now we're at 84, basically 84 cents. Came up here. Now we're hitting this area, which seems to be an area that, yeah, I mean, there's evidence of support, wicked right to it. So we're coming, well, actually it's more this area, isn't it? So this could be a decent resistance. Maybe this is, but we're still below the zero line on the 4, so maybe it's got more up to come. Let's go to the 1 hour. We did have a buy signal come on, but when it doesn't confirm for another 32 minutes on this candle. So I'm seeing, I think that this probably will come up some more. Just like we're seeing on most things, it'll probably come up a little bit above this high. Come up here, maybe it makes its way all the way up to like here, which would be like 86 cents. But then I think it stops, and this wave ends up being a lot smaller than this wave. So we have a high and a higher high, big wave, smaller wave, bearish divergence. I think it turns this corner and comes back down. I would expect it to come back down to at least sub 83 cents, maybe back down here to 81, maybe with a wick down to 80, maybe it breaches 80. But I'm trying to be conservative, so I think we'll see Matic come up here to about 85, maybe 86 cents, and which would be a decent time to take a long. But I think I would rather just be patient and wait for the bearish divergence to form and ride it down from 86, 85 down to like, sub 83, maybe down to even the lower 80s. That's what it looks like to me. Let's go over here real quick. Did I get filled yet? It has not gotten filled yet. So we're still in the profit over here on quant, right? We didn't buy anything. We took a long trade and we were able to profit. That's where we're sitting right now with 19 on it. Yeah, Matic, what else do you guys want to look at? Let's see here. Let's go over to YouTube. I don't see any new. I see Cadena. All right, let's take a look at Cadena. Cadena. Let's go with the 4 hour. Cadena is going to mess with me because of this ridiculous spike. That kind of makes the chart look ridiculous. But it is using this area here that you see. This area. Using it as support at the moment. So the question is, will it hold? And I don't know. On the 4 hour, there's plenty of room to come up, but there's more room to come down. And this spike, I don't know what caused this. This has got to be something artificial, FOMO, hype type of thing. So let's go to the 1 hour. Yeah, we'll go back to Bitcoin and Ethereum in a second. We started the stream with those. We'll come back to them. I'm not seeing anything super clear to me yet. I mean, that sell was good. That buy was fantastic, but no way it could have predicted that. Sell was good, buy good, sell maybe slightly profitable. Maybe at the moment it's a loser, I don't know. To me, it looks like we are finding some support. So I don't know. I would put the probability on this maybe coming up a bit. But maybe it comes up like here, and maybe it forms that bearish divergence. I don't know. Cadena is different, though, than the other charts we've looked at because of this right here, right? When you see something like this is some kind of hype FOMO pump, some event type, like non-logical thing. So it messes up things for a bit. Hard to tell. To me, I'm seeing the formation of a descending triangle, right? See it going down, high, lower high, and then like flat bottom. So to me, my odds are on this going down. Plus, it makes sense because we were having a really hard time at this area, which is basically 87, 88 cents. Right now, we're at 91. I think Cadena, my money would be on it coming back down here into the high 80s. 88, 87, something like that. Let's see here. Let's see here. What else should we look at? ApeCoin. Yeah, let's take a look at ApeCoin. Let's see here. So we did have, we're on the ApeCoin for the, oh, thank you, Ross Perot, for all the roses and stuff. So we did have this high and this higher high, this wave and smaller wave. Clear bearish divergence to me, and this is on the 4 hour. Ape to me, wow, Ape to me, and plus it's coming almost exactly right up to this support. To me, this looks like a really strong short candidate. Let's go to the 1 hour. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't like that buy. Plus it's above the 0 line, so that would be invalid to me. So would that one, but these sells would be good. That sell would have worked out. This sell, I still think it is going to play out. Because I think that we're clear, I mean, you can see price going up, right? But you can see momentum clearly working its way down. This to me looks like a very clear short candidate. Ape's at 412. What was the high of this move? 421. You guys want to put a 1 in the chat if you guys want to see me place a short on Ape, because this looks like one that I would feel pretty good about placing a short on. Put a 1 if you want to see me place a short on Ape, which means I would profit when the price goes down. And if you want to learn how to profit when the price goes down, click this link in my TikTok bio. And be sure to get this masterclass while it's still on sale for only 20 bucks. Because we're able to get free crypto when price goes down. Bitcoin, ETH, and other stuff when the price goes down. You're hearing me right. It's only 20 bucks. Cost of a lunch. I mean, are you kidding me? If you don't know this stuff already and you don't want to learn it, then in my opinion, you kind of hate money. I don't know how else to say it. But I see, I didn't really see many ones. Oh no, all right, some ones came out. Let's place a short quick on Ape. Let's go to Ape. Let's go to Ape. Ape USDT. Go over here. Change that to isolated. Confirm. We'll do 10x leverage. And what price do we want to get at? Right now, Ape's showing about 413. I think I'd want to get in around about right here, maybe like 416. I'm going to do 416 on Bybit here. So I'm going to put in 4.16. And we'll do 100? No, 1,000. No. 500. So we'd be putting up $209 of tether, and since we're 10x leverage, we'd be trading with about 10x that, so just a little over 2,000. We'd be looking for a short, but I want to set my stop loss first. It's very important to use risk management. That stuff I really get into in this 2.5 hour masterclass. Let's go back to the chart. Where should I put my stop? I think if it goes above this, see this little wick right here? I think if it goes above that wick right there, and particularly any of them. So I think about right here. If we get in at 416, let's see, what would put us at 420, 424. I think I like above this wick. So I'm going to do about 424. I'm going to do about 424 as my stop, 4.24. So what that means, so we're going to do a short, and what that means, just click the button. Come on, load on up. So what that means is we're going to profit when price goes down. If price goes the wrong way on us, then we're losing money. So we want to really protect our downside with that, right? So right now, Ape is at 413.5. If Ape comes up to 416, this order will get filled and moved into an active position like we have on Quant. Except for Quant, we're profiting when price goes up because it's a long. And Ape, we would be profiting when price goes down because it's a short. And right now we're up 20 bucks on this Quant long. We didn't buy anything here. We just placed a trade like you just saw. You know what I mean? So we'll come back and check on that in a bit. I see someone asking about Mana. Let's go look at Mana. I'm willing to bet Mana might have that potential bearish divergence setup coming. So we're on the 1 hour here. Mana to me, thank you for the roses, Ross Perot. Mana to me looks like it's got a good chance at coming up here some. But I think it's hard to say on this one. Hard to say here. Hard to say here. What do I think? That one's hard to tell. That one's hard to tell. And we're already on the 1 hour. Let me go to the 4 hour real quick and see if I can zoom out a bit. Yeah, I think we're hitting resistance. I think we're getting kind of a head and shoulders type of thing here. So I think overall this wants to come down, but that's on the 4 hour. Let's go back to the 1 hour. It may come up a bit more. That one's harder to tell. I wouldn't be placing a trade on that right now, but to me, I'm leaning that things want to come down. That's what I'm thinking. The Masterclass does not include Lever Atlas. No, if you want to get Lever Atlas, you need to get Lever Atlas. Although, when you get the Masterclass, it's quite possible that you get a offer of a discount on Lever Atlas if you want to take advantage of it. But you got to get the Masterclass first. But if you want to learn how to get Bitcoin and other cryptos for free when price goes down, go ahead and get this Masterclass while it's still available on the Black Friday Cyber Monday sale. It's only $20. Cost of a lunch. Plus I'm throwing in a $300 bonus, which is a free bonus, which is a trading course, my trading fundamentals course. We already looked at Ape. So we're sitting here. That was Mana. Let's take a look at Solana. We have not looked at Solana today. Let's check YouTube real quick. Any questions over here? No, don't have any new questions. If you want to see the whole screen, go over to the YouTube channel. Let's go back to Solana. What are we on? Let's go to the 4 hour. Let's see here. So we had this big V-shaped drop, obviously, because everyone was scared of that in FTX. I bought a lot of Cardano or Solana sub $13, so I feel pretty good about that. I sold a little bit of it up here, but I'm still holding on to some. Now we're hitting that level, right? That about 13-ish dollar, low 13, mid $13 level, which now it's testing it as support. Wondering, okay, that's really where it kind of went to here, here, and here. Sure, it went lower, but it recovered really quickly. Here's where it really made that V-shaped drop and then bounced. So the question is this trend line down here valid? Is Solana going to come down even more? And on the 4 hour, we had a clear bearish divergence. That played out pretty well. Now, what are we doing? I don't know. We may have a bullish divergence forming, quite possibly. Let's go to the 1 hour. Hold on a second. All right, so looking at the 1 hour here, prices, here we had a bullish divergence going on, right, where price was going sideways and momentum was moving up, then it pushed. But now this really looks like a hidden bearish divergence to me because this momentum, the price barely moved. Price barely moved up, but the wave came up so goddamn high. That looks like a bearish divergence. Went down, hidden bearish, but it came down quite a bit too. So now price is looking like it's really fighting in this range here, which I'd say is basically between, say 1380 and like 1300. I would say price is really fighting this range right here. Which one is going to win? I mean, overall, if you give it over the next few months, I think it's going to come down lower. But right now, I'm not trading over the next few months. I'm trading right now. I wouldn't want to be taking a short. I don't know if I'd want to take a long either. I think I'd rather just wait for the short setup. That's what I think I'd rather do with Solana. How much does it cost? How much does what cost? The Masterclass, again, click the link in the TikTok bio. The Masterclass, it's on sale for only $20. $20. Plus you'll get a $300 bonus, which is my trading fundamentals class, all for $20. And you'll get to learn how we're doing stuff like this, right? Here's two of my community members just over the past couple days. ETH was at $12.09. Price went down to $11.62. Craig here made 40% on his money because the price went down. And you know what? His profit was paid to him in Ethereum. So he got free Ethereum when the price went down. Degimon down here did the same thing. We're doing this stuff every day. And just a few months ago, these guys had no idea how to do this. And now here they are doing this. So if you want to learn what we're doing over there, go and get this masterclass. A 2.5 hour class, plus you'll get a $300 course with it, all for just $20, right? So go check it out. If you want the indicator, you got to get the indicator here. But I will say that if you take the masterclass, it's quite possible that you get offered a really nice discount on the indicator. But the indicator is right down here if you want to hop in. Plus you get access to my most advanced course, which is about a $1,000 course, many, many hours of content. And most importantly, you'll get access to this Discord where we are posting all kinds of stuff in here. Setups, trades we're doing, myself included, obviously. And if any questions you got, you have support with me and other experienced traders. What else do we want to look at here today? Render. Let's take a look at Render. So render, trading pretty sideways. Had this little bump here. We're on the 1 hour. Let's go to the 4 hour quick, get a little bit more of a broad view. Going all over the place, this thing. Buy signal, money, sell, money, buy, loser, sell, winner, buy, loser, sell, winner, buy, winner, sell, winner, buy, winner, sell, loser, buy, winner, sell, winner. And now we are at this level here. To me, that's probably the descending triangle bottom. This probably is. So to me, render looks like it wants to come down more. It got this looks very much like a hidden bearish to me. Plus it came up and got rejected off the 200-day moving average. Would I want to take a trade on this right now? Because clearly you can see support. My cameras. Support, support, resistance, resistance. Broke it. Now it's down here using it as support. I think it's eventually going to break it, but is it going to break it right now? I really can't tell. That's on the 4 hour. Let's go to the 1 hour. What do I think? Breached it. Came back up pretty quick, but not very strong. Barely broke above this. We had this clear, look at this. Look at that high and that higher high, that wave and smaller wave. Bearish divergence. Are you getting this? Are you guys understanding what these bearish and bullish divergences are? Price going up, momentum going down. Sell label, boom. You know how much profit we could make when the price goes down like that? Do you have any idea? Would that change the game for you if you could profit when price went down, especially in a bear market? If that's something you want to learn about, click the link in the TikTok bio and go get this masterclass. It's on sale for 20 bucks. How we do all this stuff. How we get, it's a 2.5 hour class, plus you'll get my entire fundamentals trading course, which is about a $300 course. You'll get it all for 20 bucks. How we get Bitcoin and other cryptos for free when price goes down. But anyways, so to me, I think this wants to come down. I think this wants to come down. I don't think it's got much more juice in it, although it did come down a good amount, but these are all pretty consistent. Maybe it trades sideways for a bit, but I think overall, render's probably going to come down. Does it have another bounce in it? I don't think it's got much one. If it comes up, it might come up to like 50 cents for render. And I just don't see it getting much above 50 cents in this move. I think we'll see it go down more like here before we see it go above that line. That's what it looks like to me. Harvest finance. Harvest. Let's look at Nah, I can't read that chart. I can't read that. That's some kind of FOMO ass event that happened. I can't do stuff like that, and I would never buy something like that. If I were doing anything, I guess I should say, I would be looking to short the living hell out of this, because this is some kind of FOMO ass pump. I would be looking to short the shit out of this. I can tell you that right now. If I bought some down here, I would be looking to take profits. That's for goddamn sure. Straight up. Let's go to H-bar. What's up, H-bar? H-bar? H-bar. Hold on. Let me check YouTube real quick. Any new comments over there? I don't see any. If you guys want to see the whole screen the whole time, we are streaming live over on YouTube. So H-bar. Let me crunch this a bit. Look at these signals, by the way. Buy, winner, sell, winner. Buy, winner, sell, winner. Buy, winner, sell, winner. Buy, winner, sell, winner. So, looks to me like we're finding support, right? You can see this kind of support. They kind of think you see this line going through it. We're at that area, almost exactly on it. So the question is, which way is it going to go? To me, I think things want to go down. It may come up some before it comes down. I'm just kind of seeing that across the board. H-bar right now is under 5 cents. That's pretty good time to buy, in my opinion, if you're into H-bar. That is one of the lowest prices H-bar has been to, obviously, so are most things, though. But to me, hard to tell. I wouldn't take a trade on this yet, but that's the 4 hour. Let's go to the 1 hour. So we did have a sell signal come in that brought us into the profit, but would I want to hop in right now? We're below the zero line. I wouldn't. Would I want to take a long? Not necessarily. This to me looks like a bearish formation with this little pole here and this kind of upward tick. This to me looks like it wants to come down overall, but maybe not yet. It may come up some more and then it'll go back down. So if it comes down, I think it's going to come to probably about this level, which would be about 4.7 cents. And if it gets real saucy, it might come down to this level, which would be about a little under 4.6 cents. That's what it looks like to me. Let's go to Bitcoin. I keep forgetting about that. Like, we look at Bitcoin and Ethereum at the beginning of every stream, and then I got to remember to come back to them because we have so many people that come into the stream over that time. Now, Bitcoin, where are we on the 1 hour? Bitcoin to me looks like it's coming up to some resistance. And look at this here. Look at this high and look at where we're at. Look at the size of this wave. Look at the size of this wave. This high, and here's a higher high right here. Look at this wave is so much bigger than that wave. That's a hidden bearish divergence. Plus we're coming up to this trend line. Granted, it's arbitrary that I drew it, but nonetheless. And then we're hitting the top of this golden pocket. I think Bitcoin is hitting some pretty strong resistance. It may make its way up to like 16.5. What are we at right now? 16.450. I think it might make its way up to 16.5 if it gets lucky, get up to like 16.6. But after that, I think Bitcoin's coming down, and I think it's going to come down here to at least the low 1600s, maybe breach back into the 15,000s. But I think it's going to come down into the low 16,000s is what Bitcoin looks like to me. Let's go to ETH. I took a short on ETH last night at 12.10. I got stopped out at 12.08, so I got a teeny tiny profit. But I'm looking to get back in now. Same thing I'm seeing here. I'm seeing the possible formation of a bearish divergence. Like ETH's already starting to show it. I mean, ETH could come up to like here, to like 1240. It could very well do that. If it does that, it would go above these though. So that would kind of surprise me. Because what did it breach to here? It's really to the top. Look at the top of this move here. I mean, ETH to me is really kind of hitting its top, which is about 1226. And I think that ETH is going to print something of a bearish divergence. Maybe it breaches up a little bit, maybe. But to me, it looks like it wants to come down. And if ETH comes down, I think ETH's going to come down here to probably 1160s. Maybe even wick into the 1150s. But I think it'll come into at least the 1170s to 1150s. And I think when we look at the crypto bubbles tomorrow, right, here they are today. I think when we look at them tomorrow, I think that we're going to see a lot of red in here tomorrow. And I think that we're also going to look at the charts and see that a lot of bearish divergences formed. So yeah. So quick question. I saw a lot of people asking about it. So put a 1 in the chat if you want to learn how to profit when price goes down. If you want to learn how to profit when get free crypto when price goes down. Like here's a couple of our members here. Like let's show a few. So let me scroll up. Like here's a couple. Right here's Craig. He got in at 12.09 and got out at 11.62, and he made 40% on his money. The price went down, and he made 40% on his money. And you know what? That profit was paid to him in Ethereum. So he got free Ethereum because the price went down. If he had 1 Ethereum up here at 12.09, he now has 1.4 Ethereum down here at 11.62 that he got for free, 0.4. Degimon did the same thing. We're doing this stuff every day in here. And just a few months ago, these guys didn't know how to do any of this. So if you want to learn that, click this link in the TikTok bio and go take this masterclass. How we get Bitcoin and other cryptos for free when price goes down. I have it on Black Friday sale still. Absolutely phenomenal deal. It's only $20, right? It's cost of lunch or a beer at a football game. But ETH to me, that's what it looks like. ETH to me looks like it wants to come down. Could I be wrong? Of course I could be wrong, right? I look at charts and I try to assess probabilities. To me, the probability looks like ETH wants to come down. I think we're going to have red mostly for the rest of the week. That's what I think. I think in stocks also, right? It's because it's crazy that the S&P got back above 4,000 in this extremely bearish environment. Doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm going to flip it around. So the assessment that we looked at today, let me go over to YouTube also. Flip that sucker around. Hold on a second. So the assessment overall, looking at things today, is it seems to me like most things kind of might have a little bit more push up in them, but it looks to me like a lot of bearish divergences have a high potential to form, which means probably tomorrow we'll see red. Right? We'll probably see, instead of those crypto bubbles being all green today, they'll probably be red. I'm definitely looking for short opportunities. As a matter of fact, let me go back over to Bybit, see if any of them have filled. They have not. But we are up about 31.90. Let me show you this real quick. So we are up, like here's a quant long that we're in, right? We got into quant yesterday at 110.70. It's up at 113, and here we are, we've made $31 in Tether. Right, in Tether is what our profits paid in. I didn't buy anything here. I put some Tether into the trade based off of the quant price, got in at 110, now it's up at 113, and here I am making $32. Not bad, huh? Not bad. And we do the exact same thing when it goes down, like Homeboys did over here. But they actually got paid in ETH. And you can do that with some cryptos like ETH and Bitcoin. Again, if you want to learn how to do that, be sure to take this masterclass. I really can't emphasize it enough. We already looked at gold. Gold looked to me too, although, commodities and stocks are not things that I spend most of my time looking at crypto charts. So I get more, there's little intricacies of feeling those out. But to me, gold looked like it wants to come back down to the low 1700s. That's what gold looked like to me. I would, if I were to just bet, it looks to me the probabilities are on gold coming down to the low 1700s by the end of the week. That's what it looks like to me. Good job, says Cecil over on YouTube. Thank you, buddy. KDA, is that Kadena? Is that Kadena? I scrolled back up. I saw some people asking about the indicator. The indicator is Lever Atlas. So if you go click the link in my TikTok bio, you'll be able to go get Lever Atlas. Plus, and that's just a tool. It's good. It's a good indicator. But that doesn't make you a good trader, right? You got to get educated and you need ongoing support. And so that's what I give you with the courses, and the private Discord group where I'm in, where other experienced traders are in. The Discord is the most valuable part of being in Lever Atlas. I cannot stress that enough. Yeah, we looked at Kadena. If I remember right, Kadena looked like it was possibly setting up for a bullish or a bearish divergence also. Yeah. Thanks for the follows. Keep the group strong. Yeah, I mean, the private Discord, like, I used to have a public portion of it, but it was just so much goddamn noise, and scammers would come in there and just a bunch of shit. And then I'm like, screw it. You know what? I'm going to put all my focus on just the private Lever Atlas channel. And so that's the only part of it now. And I feel like I can serve, I know I can. I know that I can serve and help a lot more by doing that. Because having a community of serious people where anyone that comes in, like, you pay to get in, right? So if you're there, you're already taking it more serious and you're being more serious. It's the highest quality type of group you can get into. One question with the Masterclass, can I dip in and out, or is it a one-time thing? Well, the Masterclass is a recording. I should get more clear on that. I get that question a lot. No, it's already recorded. It's yours. Like, once you go get it, it's yours. Like, you can watch it whenever you want. It's a recording of a master. It took me 2.5 months to make the Masterclass. And then when I finally did it, I recorded it after putting it together and thinking about it and editing it and doing this and that. Because I'd watch it and I'd be like, all right, maybe I can tweak this, maybe I can say this another way, and all this stuff to try to get the idea across, to get the messages across as well as I could. But the Masterclass is yours. Like, it's not a one-time thing. You can watch it whenever you want, as much as you want. I really recommend watching it at least 3 times. And you know what's funny is I used to give away the Masterclass for free. I used to give it away for free. Hundreds of people, probably thousands of people, got the class. And I can see how much the average watch time is on those. It's a 2.5-hour video. The average watch time was 8 fucking minutes. You know how much that pissed me off? 8 minutes? Are you kidding? And you know what? So I said, screw this. I want people to actually watch this thing and get something out of it. Because one thing that I've learned over life is that when you pay for something, you pay attention. Because now you've invested, even if it's only $20, now you paid attention. Now you paid, now you invested something. Now you have something to lose, $20. So once I started charging some money for it, the watch time went up to almost 2 hours. From 8 minutes to almost 2 hours, meaning most people watch it more than once. Because I really suggest you watch it 3 times. You'll watch it the first time, you'll get a ton out of it, but there's so much content in it, there's just no way you can absorb it all in one go. So watch it a second time. You're going to see things and you're going to understand things you didn't see and understand the first time. And the third time, same exact thing. You're going to see things and understand things you didn't see or understand the first 2 times. Highly recommend it. And then, in addition to that, you're going to get my trading fundamentals course, which adds upon that education. So that's what I really recommend. How long is the Masterclass and is also for beginners? It's about 2.5 hours, and it is 100% for beginners. I do it with people that I assume that people that come into it know absolutely nothing about how to trade, how to profit when price goes down, how to do any of that stuff. So yes, absolutely. And I give a high-level view of exactly what it is, how we do it, the different ways that we do it, the strategies we use, and everything like that. And that price is going up. I have it on Black Friday sale. Today's Tuesday. I still have it on Black Friday sale. I was going to leave it up till yesterday because it's Cyber Monday, but now today's Tuesday, and I'm just too lazy to change it. So the price is going to be going up. It's only $20, you know. What exchange do you use? I mostly use Bybit. What's up? Wow, what's up, Uger? Uger Celep. I think I said it right. Uger Celep. Where are you from again? Everybody drop in the comments. Where are you guys tuning in from? I mean, it's about 1 p.m. where I am right now. Drop in where you're tuning in from and what time it is. Let me check over on YouTube quick. I feel like YouTube must be quite a ways behind. Uger Celep. Wisconsin. Very familiar with Wisconsin. I used to live in Minneapolis, and I have some family in Wisconsin. And I grew up in South Dakota. Miami, 356. Pretty nice over there. Louisiana, 3 p.m. Michigan, 356. Pittsburgh, 4. Oh, so Pittsburgh's still in Central Time Zone. Huh. Tampa, 3. Or no, that would be Eastern. My bad. I'm in Ireland working, but live in UK, 9 p.m. Thanks for tuning in so late. UK, almost 9 p.m. Colorado, 2 p.m. Cameroon. Welcome in, dude. Norway, 10 p.m. Missouri. STL, Minnesota, 3 p.m. Skoll. Australia, 7:30 in the morning. Thanks for tuning in so early. Louisiana. Wait, no, LA, my bad. 12:57. So you're in the same time zone as me, PST. Degimon, yep. You're over here in Cali. Arizona, 1:50. Oh, Arizona's in Mountain Time Zone? Interesting. Or at least part of it. So PM is evening, right? Yep. I think the YouTube live stream is way behind. I'm looking at it and I'm like, it's not showing me at all yet. Am I playing the wrong one? Damn, I might be playing the wrong one. I might have been watching the wrong one the whole time. Holy crap, I think I was. I don't think I was watching the actual live stream. I'll refresh this. I think I was literally thinking people from yesterday were tuning in. I feel like an idiot. Super. Good for me. I was looking at the wrong stream on YouTube. What a bonehead. What a bonehead I am. Not the most technically savvy guy. I wish I had a producer or something to do this stuff. Because I would love to stream live and have it all be consistent. 5 p.m. Okay, now I'm on here. I see Ranjit, 5 p.m. Carpenter Knot, that is. 8. What's up, Camion? Okay, Nova Scotia. Nova Scotia? You're in Nova Scotia? It's 5 p.m.? So that's a time zone over from Eastern? I did not know that there was a part of Canada that had yet an additional time zone. I did not know that. What do you think about quant? That's a really good question. Now, quant, I'll admit, is not something I've looked into a ton, like near as much as I feel like I should to give a strong opinion on it. But what I'll say is what I've looked at, I'm just going to put that aside. I'll look at what I've seen in the charts. Ever since the June low, quant is the strongest performing chart by a long ways, which is crazy because it's not like these 1 day, 2 day big spikes. It's this methodical step up over months. And it went up from like 40 to like 240 over the course of like 4 months, 5 months. And it's just like nothing else came even close to doing that type of gain or that type of movement. And that just showed me that the market, even though we're in a bear market, the people really voted with their money that quant is something they are very, very bullish on. So quant, because I see that, I look at charts all the time, I'm like, holy shit. So quant has moved way up into my buy zone. And the other two that were really strong were Cosmos, Atom, and Matic. Matic, Cosmos, and Quant are the three strongest charts in crypto. Crazy. Matic makes so much sense to me. Cosmos, I didn't know the market was that bullish on it. I like it, but I didn't know. And Quant, I really had no idea. So those moved way up into my buy zone. Carpenter Knot says Atlantic and Newfoundland is 5:30, so they do that type of thing. I did not know that. I did not know there was a part of Canada that had an additional, so that's the Atlantic time zone, which is, I guess, east of the Eastern Standard Time. What's your thought on Solana? I think Solana is going to stay around. It's built quite an ecosystem, and I think it's extremely underpriced. I told you, I was buying Solana under $13. I bought some Solana at $26 because I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's really good because $30 was a really strong support zone. I underestimated how much it was going to go down and how bearish everybody was going to get in the short term. I didn't buy much at 26, just some. And then it went down and I bought some at 16, and I'm like, that's got to be it, right? And then it went down to like just under 11, and because I could see it flirting with $13. You know, it just didn't want to go down into the 12. So anytime it went under 13, I'd buy it. And then when it went under 11, it came back up so quick. By the time I woke up, it was back above like 13. So I didn't buy any, but I bought a good amount under $13. I feel very good about Solana long term. I don't think it's going to disappear. Could it? Yes. And am I going to be okay if it does? Yes. So I'm not saying go all in. To me, it just looks very underpriced, especially for the network effects and what's really built on it. Again, we can't work in certainties, right? We're working in probabilities, risk rewards. And to me, the risk-reward ratio and the probability side for Solana, based on the value it is today, based on where I think it's going, very good. I feel very good about that. Just my opinion. That's my assessment. Is it a good time to invest? I can't answer that, man. I'm not a financial advisor, right? What I can say is traditionally, it's a much better time to invest when things are on big discounts and very much under their all-time highs than when they are very high, right? So it's Warren Buffett says it best. I don't buy bottoms and I don't sell tops. I buy when things are undervalued and I sell when they're overvalued. So right now, if you know what you're looking at, Bitcoin, ETH, something that you really believe in from a fundamental standpoint, it would probably be very undervalued today based on where it's going to be in probably just a few years. That's my assessment. So do with that what you will. I could be wrong. Anyone could be wrong. No one really knows what's going to happen. We're working with probabilities. Buy bigger when it's super red. You know, maybe. It was super red going from 69,000 to 50,000. Does that mean you should have bought then? Now that we're sitting at 16? So I think about where's the fair value. And I think the fair value for one Bitcoin right now is about 20 to 24,000. I think that's the fair value of a Bitcoin right now, based on the cost to actually produce it and mine and stuff like that. I think the fair value for Bitcoin is somewhere between 20 to 24,000. So anything under that is quite undervalued. And because of the way these markets go in a cyclical way, that they really go down a lot and then up a lot, they go well below and well above fair value. And then we have another halving that's going to be coming in the first part of 2024. So all of a sudden, it's going to cost twice as much from a power standpoint to and twice as much energy to to mine a Bitcoin. So the fair value of Bitcoin is probably going to go to about 35,000 is the way I look at it. 35 is where I think 35 is probably about where the fair value, 35, 40 is where the fair value of Bitcoin will be in 2024 because it'll be that much more expensive to mine Bitcoin. And so, you know, the markets will rip on that, and I think Bitcoin goes to at least 100, and that's when I'll be looking to sell. I'll be looking to sell a large portion of my Bitcoin at 100K. I'll be looking to sell a large portion of my ETH at 10K. I'll be looking to sell a lot of things. When those hit those levels, I'm going to sell a lot of most things I have. That's my plan, right? I'm working with at this point 3-year plan, right? I'm planning on selling in, mid to late 2025. That's my current plan. So should I buy now? Well, what's your plan? Do you have a plan? Are you asking because you're like, will you be able to sell it for more tomorrow? I don't know. But I can look out 3 years and I feel very confident that any good thing I buy right now is going to be worth significantly more in 3 years. But I could be wrong. But that's the plan I'm working with. What's the cheapest valuable coin? So you're asking what's the best value? What's the best value in the market? Because cheapest has nothing to do with anything. The price of a coin has nothing to do with anything. The price of any one coin has nothing to do with anything. I'm going to keep repeating that. The price of one coin has nothing to do with anything. What you want to look at is the market cap. Mostafa says Ethereum. Ethereum is the number one thing I buy because from a risk-reward ratio standpoint, that seems like, because you can't lose, right? I mean, I'm not saying you can't lose with Ethereum, but I'm saying like you have to really manage risk. And risk-reward, Ethereum seems to be the best play on the planet, in my opinion, in my assessment. And then I buy Bitcoin, and then I buy Gala and Matic. And after those four, there's more of a gap, right? I really like Link. I really like Quant. I really like Cosmos. I really like Sand. I buy some Solana because it just seems so goddamn undervalued. And then there's one coin that I buy that is super ultra low cap, but it's the only one that I do that with. And my thesis, my base case is ETH, Bitcoin, and blockchain gaming. So I don't really pay attention to anything else because there's so much stuff to pay attention to, but blockchain gaming is where I really put the bulk of my focus because I think that that's just such an obvious play, but almost no one really gets it yet. But it's coming so fast. Some projects will file for bankruptcy, some will go out of business, some will disappear, absolutely, right? So I'm not fucking around with any stuff like that. I'm only buying because everything's so goddamn undervalued. But it's only undervalued if it's actually worth more than what it's currently valued at, right? So I'm only buying good stuff. What are any of the names that I said like sound like big duds to you? ETH, Bitcoin, Matic, Gala, Sand, Link, Quant, Cosmos, VeChain. Like those are all very top tier projects. Companies in the crypto space. I'm not buying Doge. I'm not buying SHIB. I'm not buying XYZ shit coin. It's gonna moon. That's a bull run thing. We're in a bear market. I monetize the YouTube channel, but I don't get more views, and I earn $2 per 1,000. What's your advice? Interesting question. Because I really think, because as we move into this more and more recession is what we're moving into, people are going to lose their jobs. And people are going to look for additional sources of income. And I don't want to say I'm like recession proof. I kind of am. But that's because I don't work for people. I mean, I don't have an employer. And I can't even remember the last time I had an employer. College maybe? And, I know how to use content. I know how to build, YouTube channels and TikTok followings. And I also know how to advertise and market online. I know how to advertise for small businesses. Like, if any small business I work with, because I do that a little bit, like, when they work with me, like, it's not uncommon for me to, like, maybe double their business in a year. Because they have no idea. They don't have my skill set. They don't know it. And because they're doing what they're doing, right? They're not going to be all good at this. So I'm thinking about putting together maybe some courses on helping people figure out how to generate more money for themselves in this recession and just period going forward, because it's a skill set. You don't get a big YouTube channel or something because of luck. That's not how it works. If you think that, then that's just because you have no clue what you're talking about. Yeah. So I'm thinking about putting something like that together because, like, there's plenty of people I could just teach how to, like, do online marketing for small businesses, and they can make a pretty comfortable five-figure monthly income by doing that. They only need like 4 to 6 clients. Pretty easy to get. Would you guys be interested in something like that? Would you be interested in learning how to make a 5-figure income a month from home by just doing a little advertising online for local businesses. Would anybody be interested in that? Apparently not. Apparently not. Very interesting. Very interesting. Oh, now I see some yeses, and of course, okay. I was wondering. I'm like, I didn't see anything coming in. I'm like, I guess not, because it's something I've been thinking about maybe putting together a course on that. Because it's something like I enjoy doing this more, right? And I'm building a crypto following in a bear market. Much harder to do it in a bull market, but I just really like this. I like this content. I like this everything, you know? But I've done a lot of things over the years, and I've built my skills, and online marketing and online exposure is very much in my wheelhouse. And most local businesses don't know how to do that, but it's not that hard. So I'm like, yeah, I could really put together a course, probably show some people how to go out and do, as I've done that so much. I don't really do it so much anymore. I do it some, but it's just not my primary passion. But I would like to I like to teach people things. That's what I really like to do. I like to teach people things. And to teach someone this would be very rewarding for me. So, I mean, obviously to make a course it takes me a while, because I got to come up with an outline, and I got to record a bunch of videos, and I probably got to edit them and tweak them to make sure that they're clear enough. So it'll probably take me a little bit, but it's not going to be cheap. It's not going to be cheap. I'll be handing you a business in a box that there's just no reason you can't make 5 figures a month with it. The only reason you couldn't is because of mental barriers you have. That's the only thing that's ever going to stop you, especially with something like that, because to me, it's just so laid out. I mean, I'd be charging for it, because I like I said, I'm done giving things away for free. I'm done, because I've gave away stuff free so much, and it just pisses me off because almost nobody watches it or takes it seriously. I realize when people pay for things, they pay attention, because now they've made an investment, right? Plus all the effort I put in making this shit makes sense. Have you ever translated your cap to Spanish? I have not. My cap. I need to get some link. Bought AP3 instead. TikTok's doing that thing again where it's holding us at 99. You see that up there? What do you hold, if anything? I mostly hold ETH, Bitcoin. ETH is my biggest, and then Bitcoin. And then Gala and Matic. And then probably Sand. And I'm building positions on Quant and Cosmos, and then all the others. Grand Teton, this is a national park in the U.S., so no, I've never translated it to. Oh, did you think this was like a market chart? Because it looks like that, but no, these are mountains. It's a national park in Wyoming. Skull, baby. Wait a minute, how'd you know that? And I got this shirt though. See this Pink Floyd Ethereum shirt, Dark Side of the Moon. And yes, Colby, you know I'm getting that, but I don't talk about that much. I really don't. It's gonna do its own thing. Just give it a year or two. I'm not trying to pump it up. So let's see here. So for anyone, so let me ask again quick, because I'm probably gonna pop off here. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to learn how to profit when price goes down. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to learn how to get free crypto when price goes down. I'll show you how you can do that. I heard you talk about it but couldn't find it. That's pretty simple. You just Google it. Yeah, you just Google it. I mean, pretty simple to find out about that coin. All right, I see some 1s coming in. I'll show you how to do that. I mean, I've done it a few times here on the stream, but obviously more goes into it. So if you want to learn how I do that, like for instance, let me show you some proof too. Like this is my Lever Atlas community. Here's Craig and Degimon. These people didn't know how to do any of this stuff just a few months ago. And here they are doing this. Here's Craig. He took an ETH trade. ETH went from 1209 down to 1162. He made 40% on his money. And you know what? That 40% profit was paid to him in Ethereum. So the price of Ethereum went down, and he got free ETH. So if he had 1 ETH up here, he now has 1.4 ETH down here. Degimon did almost the same thing, and these were just on the 27th. This is shit we're doing every single day, right? But learning how to do this is what matters. And if you want to learn how to do that, because who in their right mind wouldn't want to know how to do that, click the link in the TikTok bio and go take this masterclass. I still have it on Black Friday sale for only $20. How I get Bitcoin and other cryptos for free. It's a 2.5-hour class. I suggest you watch it multiple times. When you get the class, it's yours to keep, right? You can watch it multiple times, and I suggest you do. And I have a bonus that I'm adding in here too, which is my Trading Fundamentals course, which is about a $300 course. So you'll get the masterclass and the course all for just $20. Yours to watch as much as you want because it's yours to keep. And of course, my indicator down here where you'll get access to that private Discord is down there too. But I really suggest you take that masterclass. That'll show you how we profit and get free crypto when price goes down. It's about a 2.5-hour masterclass. And you're supporting the channel, and you're supporting what I'm doing over here. So that's good too. But I'm no fool. The reason you would do it is to benefit yourself. I agree. That's why we do everything. So go get the class. That price is going up probably tomorrow. Or maybe today. I meant to change it yesterday, but I didn't get around to it. How much do you think you need in your account to start trading? It doesn't matter. You can trade with $1. It doesn't matter. Completely irrelevant, because what's important is the skill, right? Learning the skill is what's really important. Because imagine a year ago, Bitcoin is at 69,000 and you bought it, and now you just have to write it down and take the L. Well, what if instead, when Bitcoin was going down, which it probably still going to go down more in my opinion, you're able to profit? What if you were able to get free Bitcoin and profit in Bitcoin when the price goes down? And it doesn't matter. You don't need any money. I mean, how much money do you think you need in your account? You don't need money. You need crypto. And then you trade with crypto. So these trades I'm doing, I'm not like spending money. I'm not like buying things. I'm trading with it. And I go into great detail of what that really means and how I do it and stuff like that effectively in the masterclass. So I really, really, really recommend taking the masterclass. You don't buy short, no. Again, Colby, I have a 2.5-hour masterclass going over it. I can't because I couldn't ever teach you all that in a TikTok live, right? And the masterclass, really, you should watch it multiple times. But just because maybe you know what a long or a short is, that doesn't really matter, because how you do it, the strategy for taking profit, for minimizing risk and risk management, and all these different little details that people don't even know they don't know, that's what's in the masterclass. Diddy, it doesn't take a debit card. Me? No, I wish I could take crypto, but no, to get the masterclass, you got to probably use a debit or credit card. Do you pay taxes on trader crypto for other crypto? Yes. If you profit, you always pay on capital gains, right? But we're talking about like, oh, I made profit. Well, I don't want that profit because I have to pay some taxes on that profit. That doesn't make any sense. You're welcome, Colby. Dee says, I tried paying for the masterclass. I mean, it takes a debit or a credit card. If you have enough money in your card, I don't know why it wouldn't process. Sometimes they just fail, though, because payment processors are not perfect. So sometimes they just fail. What about Levercoin? Like me making my own coin? I don't think I'll do that, because it would just be a money grab. And I don't feel great about that, because I'm not going to be launching some meaningful blockchain project. Plus, if I launch a coin and this and that, it's like, that's a securities issue. I just wouldn't want to fuck around with it. I'd rather just continue with education, I enjoy it. I enjoy educating people on subjects that I enjoy, like investing, like crypto, like getting well. Like, really, ultimately, I like to talk with other people about gaining freedom, gaining financial freedom. That's what I really like to talk to people about, because I feel like that is The biggest source of pain on the planet is financial inequity and financial slavery, which doesn't matter what country you live in. Most people are in some form of financial slavery because they have to keep going to work. They got to keep doing this shit, and they can't actually do what they want to do with their life. And worse than that, they're tricked into taking on shitloads of bad debt, such as credit cards, such as student loans, such as mortgages. And you may be thinking, hold on, student loans, mortgages, bad debt? No, those are good. Those are good. No, I disagree. For some people, those can be good, but I'm going to say if you're going to take on, because what is a mortgage? It's real estate debt. Yeah. So I would rather get a property that I can rent out and cash flow from instead of just getting a house where I'm just paying for the house, because I can just rent if I want to do that. But equity, yeah, I get equity on a property that someone else is paying for also. And I get the flexibility of renting, right? Where other people fix my shit. I don't got to do this. I don't got to pay property taxes. I don't got to do all this. I can just rent. And I can move if I want. I can travel around, right? You get stuck in a house too if you do a mortgage. I understand the allure of owning my own home. Well, you can still own properties. As a matter of fact, you can own much more properties if you don't live in any of them. And that's what you really want if you're looking at financial independence and wealth from real estate. It's not because of the house you live in, it's because of all the properties you don't live in. You can have a rental property and have a mortgage though, yes. But I hope to God you understand what I'm saying. Yes, you have a loan. You'd have a loan. I mean, a personal mortgage, I guess. You get what I'm saying? Like, of course, you would have that. Then it would be good debt. To me, if you were living in the house that you're paying for on a mortgage, that would be bad debt, in my opinion. It could have equity built in it, and you could use that. But I would say from the beginning, why not just get an income-producing property from the beginning? You know what I mean? That's from a pure numbers perspective, that's a much better decision. But we get tricked into thinking we need to, gotta have our own house, gotta buy it. Like, it's from a bunch of people that don't know what they're doing because they've been tricked too. Everyone's been tricked. And I believe student loan debt is maybe the worst debt of all. You can't go bankrupt on it. And it's massive. And it's basically stuck to you forever. And you don't really earn that much more money typically by getting a student loan. Especially in today's day and age. You could just start a business online, and you can go buy a course from someone that's really doing it, like myself, for like $1,000. And as long as you just implement it, you will find success. You will be able to do it. Problem is, most people quit. Most people don't actually do the things they need to do. That's the only problem. Most people need to be told what to do and forced to do things, which keeps them as slaves in some level of bondage. People, it's weird. We're weird. So you get access to the Discord when you buy the Masterclass. Nope, Colby, only when you join Lever Atlas community. Which, if you take the Masterclass, you will get a offer, like a one-time offer, of a pretty hefty discount to get into the Lever Atlas community. Which you'll get the Lever Atlas trading tool. You'll get my most advanced course, which is like $1,000 course, and I still add modules to it, many hours of content on that. And then you get access to the private Discord, which is the best part of being in Lever Atlas, because you can ask a question, like, I'm probably going to answer your question. Or another experienced trader that's in there will. It's a private Discord. It's not any of that free bullshit Discords you're used to. This is a paid to be in community. It's a club. And I post a lot of my trades in there. Like last night, I took a short on ETH at 12.10. I got stopped out in very teeny profit. And then I'm looking to get back in. Like you'll see things like that, and you'll see things other traders are doing, and you'll be able to actually be in that community. I cannot stress how the value of community over everything else. And again, private communities are a whole nother level, multiple levels above freebie communities. What is going on? Anonymous, Jay, are you a bot? Because you posted the same thing. Yep, I'm blocking you. Because what are you doing? Goodbye. Jonathan Wilson just bought the course. Absolutely, man. So you got into class. I love it. Be sure to watch it multiple times, really, because you're going to get things out of it every new time you watch it. Because I pack so much content into that 2.5 hours that you are going to have to watch it more than once. Oh, and I see your payment just came through. That must be you because it's the same name. Very good. Welcome in, man. I see someone else just tried to join, but their payment failed. That payment processor's it fails 20% of the time for no good reason. Not because there's not enough money in your account, just because of however they do the payment system. It's weird. Elron's not one I know a ton about. Good question by user 633. Can you do all that on your phone? Yes, I do all of my trading on my phone. Like when you guys see me out here on my computer, I just do that because it's the best way to show it to you guys. I do everything on my phone. I do all of my trading, all of my Discord, all of my chart analysis. I do it right on my phone. Very good question. I see we had another person just get the Masterclass. Dougie. Welcome in, Dougie. There's certain questions that I get over and over. I should probably address those. I never would have thought about them. A lot of people ask, can I watch, is it just a one-time thing or can I watch the class again? And I'm like, oh, I never thought about that. No, it's recorded, so you can watch it as many times as you want. It's yours to keep. Yeah, I mean, it's a recorded thing. It took me 2.5 months to make it. Right, to edit it and tweak it and write it and re-record and do this and that until I felt it was clear enough and robust enough to give people. And originally I gave it away for free, but you know what happened? Hundreds of people, maybe over 1,000, got it for free, and the average watch time on this 2.5-hour masterclass that I spent 2.5 months making, thinking, all right, I'm going to get people people are going to be just loving this thing and they're going to be going out there and getting results. The average watch time on this 2.5-hour class was 8 effing minutes. 8 minutes. I was like, what's going on? Why is no one watching it? They're all getting it. Why aren't they watching it? And then the thought hit me. When you pay attention. And I thought, I got to charge for this because then people will actually watch it. So I started charging for it. Guess what happened? The average watch time of 8 minutes, I still can't believe how low that is, went up to almost 2 hours. So that told me most people are watching it more than once. Holy shit. And you know what came in after that? People telling me the results they're getting. You know why? Because they actually took the class. They actually watched it. Many of them watched it more than once. And then a lot of those people came into Lever Atlas getting even more, getting my most advanced robust course, getting access to the private Discord. And that's what I really want. I want to build a community of people that can trade, that can add this skill to their life, where they can profit when markets go down. And they can profit when prices go up. And not by buy low, sell high. I mean, they profit a lot more than that strategy, but you can still do that. And these are the types of things I want to do. So what are your thoughts on Materium? Shh. That's what my thoughts on Materium are. Shh. Quiet. Quiet about that one. Seriously. I tell you over and over, stop. You know what my thoughts are. If you know about that, you know what my thoughts are. Quiet. Keith says, got it for free. Keith is one that got it and actually watched it. Yeah, Keith, you alone are probably accounting for 4 minutes of that average watch time of all those people, right? There's a very few, that's my exact point, is very few people actually watched the class. You're one of the very few people that actually watched it. And he got it for free, and he gets to keep it, because they all do too, but they won't watch it. Because they already moved on to 75,000 other things. They never chose to focus on anything. What's up, Bull? Not too much, man. Just same old. Crypto world, all that stuff. So, to sum up, OX Mac says, I've watched it a couple times. So OX Mac and Keith are probably accounting for basically that entire average 8-minute watch time amongst hundreds of people. They're the ones actually making it not zero, which is crazy to me. It's such a good fucking class. It took 2.5 months to make the thing. I was so meticulous. And I still edit it. Like, I still look at it a little bit and I'm like, how can I say this a little bit more clearly? Are people getting lost right here? Maybe how can I say that different? Anyways. Ivan says, promise I'll watch this week. I hope so. Did you buy it or get it free, Ivan? If you got it free, you've been sitting on it for at least a few weeks and not opened it. Working on VIP courses tonight. So no limit. Yeah, that's right. No limit. That's right. I remember that name now because I remember thinking 007, No Limit 007, thinking of poker and James Bond. Yeah, No Limit actually joined the community. Be sure to get everything you can out of that Discord, man. Yeah, the VIP course, which is my most robust course. It's hours and hours and hours of content going into the greatest detail I can. And I still add modules to that No Limit. So be sure to check it from time to time, even after that, because I still add some things to it. And I suggest going through that because we're not in any hurry, right? We're talking about building a lifetime skill. And one of the worst things is you don't want to have unrealistic expectations where, like, you know, anybody comes in like, oh yeah, I want to start making 10 grand a month. Like, no, that's a pretty unrealistic expectation for most people. I mean, can you do that in the future? Very possible. But in reality, we're starting from zero. Let's start working on having consistent, profitable trades that aren't really about the profit. They're about tweaking your strategy and managing your emotions and being able to read these signals better and interact with the Discord so that we can, like, work with you and you can see things that we're doing and all that stuff. That's what I said. That's the general message to, like, anyone that wants to come in. Over on YouTube, Carpenter Knot says, had 2 trades this weekend go my way in USDT, bought 11K Gala and 26 Sol for free. Pretty nice. So what Ronnie's saying over here, Carpenter Knot is Ranjit. He's one of our moderators in the Discord. Said he had 2 trades go his way this weekend in USDT, and he got 11K Gala and 26 Sol. So with that, he profited in Tether, and then he took those profits and bought a bunch of Gala and Sol. Not bad, huh? And mostly over the weekend, things went up. And they were pretty good moves. I can't say that I got in on those. I actually took a couple little losses on them. And then I ended up getting it all back and more when things finally dropped. When things finally did hit the real top, because they were a little more bullish than I thought they would be. I don't get everything right, but I use a strategy where I can be wrong more often than I'm right and still be profitable. That's the type of strategy I use. Fortunately, I am right more than I'm wrong, so it skews even more in my favor. But those are the types of things that I like teach in the masterclass, I teach in the courses, I preach in the Discord, is doing these types of strategies that allow us to actually lose more often. If we lost more trades than we won, we could still be profitable. Like, those are the types of things. That's what I'm trying to share with people. Funded my Bybit last night. It was rough when I see today and you have a video on it. How to fund it. Yeah, I mean, what I realized, that was one I actually put up fairly recently. Because I think I have stuff like that in other videos, but I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make a short video just for that exact thing. I'd recommend to anyone, content is brilliant and I'm a total beginner, so people will get it worth it. Yeah, I make it all in mind, assuming people know absolutely nothing about it. Captions. Teach me now. Ronnie's a pretty good trader. Ronnie's a pretty good trader. Carpenter Knot over here on YouTube. He's gotten I think really good. And with that being said, this is one thing that I say too. Like, trading, it's fun. It's fun. Like, it's fun. Like, it's a game that we play in crypto that gives us more crypto. It gives us profits. We lose sometimes. You can't win every game, but you win too. And if you do it right, you win, you profit. Like, it's crazy. And you're not buying anything. You're just trading with crypto you already have, whether it be stablecoin or Bitcoin or ETH or XRP or whatever. You're trading with it, and you're like reading these charts. Like, you're playing a game. Like, this is my video game. Like, trading is like my video game. That's the best way I can put it. Like, it's a fun game. And in the beginning, people get too caught up in, oh, I need to make a bunch of money or I can't lose any money. It's like, no, it's a total sum game where you win some, you lose some. But the way you play the game is what really matters. Because when you play the game right, again, strategy, because any game, there's a strategy, right? And people have different strategies. The strategy that I use, taken me years to develop in the way that I do it, it seems very simple to me now. And I still tweak it. I'm still looking for ways to improve my strategy. But the strategy I use, as long as I stick to it, as long as someone sticks to it, as long as I stick to it, I can't speak for any guaranteed outcomes for anybody. Me, when I use my strategy, it's set up in a way that I can lose more trades than I win and still be profitable. But I've gotten good at reading charts and using my indicators and stuff, and so I win more trades than I lose. So it's even better. What are your top 3 cryptos that you like, excluding Bitcoin, ETH, XRP? Top 3: Gala, Matic, and then the third spot's hard. I would say it's a mix between Sand, Quant, Cosmos. If I had to really pick one, God, that's hard. Because all 3 of those have such strong features going for them. So hard. Gala and Matic I'm so into, because Gala to me is the premier thing you can buy in blockchain gaming, and it has good diversity to it because they're a studio and they have the music and film thing going on. They have 28 games in development. Some of them are launched or at least in some form of beta. They've got Superior on Steam. They've got Grit out or coming out on as the first NFT game on Epic Games. And they've got Townstar. They've got that Battlestar Galactica game, the Walking Dead game, Mirandus. They've got so many things. I just love Gala, and Matic just can't stop making amazing partnerships. And it's also very well supported for blockchain gaming. So Matic and Sol seem to be the best places for blockchain gaming to develop. So that's also another reason I still like Sol, even though the price is so down. That's why I like it, actually, because the price is so goddamn down. It doesn't make any sense to me. I was saying that the whole time. I'm like, the price of Sol is going down, not because there's anything wrong with Sol, the project or the business or the network. It's going down because people are afraid FTX is going to sell a bunch of Solana, create massive selling pressure, and they're trying to get out in front of it. That's why the price was down. And I'm like, there's not a better reason to buy something if it's still a good project and the price is just massively suppressed because people are afraid of potential high selling pressure, not from anything fundamental or real, just because a company is going out of business. They got a bunch of Sol and they got to liquidate it. I can't think of a better scenario. I mean, I can maybe, but that's a fantastic scenario in my opinion to be buying something, because it's a very false and very temporary price suppression. Cardano will be king. Anything's possible. That one would really surprise me, but anything's possible. Seriously. I mean, Google is king, and in the search engine wars, Yahoo was by far the monster, and Google was like number 7, and Yahoo was the monster in the late 90s, early 2000s, and then Google just ended up eating its lunch. This much smaller company. Crazy. Apple, like the company. All right, y'all. I'm gonna roll. Oh, will VRA go to all-time high again? You know I like blockchain gaming. Veracity falls well into that for me. Yeah, I think almost anything that's good, that's decent in blockchain gaming will see its day, and I'll sell into it. I believe in it long term, no doubt about it, but there's just so much hype that happens when we get these big ass spikes. I believe blockchain gaming, metaverse type stuff will see a massive spike that will bring it, even though I believe in it, I'm very extremely bullish on it long term, there still comes a point when it becomes very overvalued in a certain bull cycle, and then you sell into it and get out. because you know it's going to go back down. You're going to be able to buy it for much cheaper eventually. So I think veracity will, yes, go well past its previous all-time high. That's my opinion. Can't guarantee shit. You think the market has much more of a push down to go? I do. I think 2023, I think if we look at 2022 and 2023, if we look at it as a game, I think 2022 is the first half, and I think 2023 is the second half. And the second half of any game, football, basketball, whatever, soccer, third period, is always more dramatic and has more pain and joy in it. Pain. I think 23 is going to be, I think we're going to see lower lows in 2023. And I think the narrative of inflation and Fed interest rate hikes, Fed interest rate moves is going to be the dominant narrative. I think it's still going to be part of the narrative, but I think that it's the what we're looking at is going to expand, because I think we're actually going to move into a real recession where unemployment goes up, businesses go under, and GDP goes down. And the thing is I think unemployment will get to 6 to 7%. And the thing is about that unemployment is that the people that are in it will have a much higher average income lost than we've ever seen before, because I think a large portion of those unemployed people are going to be six-figure tech workers. And that is going to have a massive effect. Oh, I forgot to mention, I also think the real estate market is going to continue to go down. And once the Fed does pivot, which I think they'll pivot somewhere between summer and the end of next year, which means they'll start lowering interest rates, it's not this glory story that you're being told where, all right, when the Fed pivots, we're going to go back to the moon. No, I don't see it that way at all. I think when the Fed pivots, it's going to be because they're forced to, because all kinds of shit is burning down around them, such as GDP is going to the ground, businesses are going under, unemployment is really high, and none of those things are a bullish soil to grow, right? To grow plants. They're going to be cutting rates to like try to put out the fires. And so then I think we have lower to go after that. I think probably by the mid to end of 2023 will be the bottom of these markets. So yeah, I'm saying we have potentially like another year of a bear market bullshit to go, which also provides a lot of opportunity. And then we'll have the Bitcoin halving in the, about April-ish 2024. And I do still see in this projection that by mid to late 2025, we hit the top of the next bull market. Bitcoin's 100K plus, ETH's 10K plus, probably 20K plus, and all kinds of things up there. And everything we're doing right now, we will be getting the fruits of our efforts then that we're doing right now. That's the way I see it. I work construction and haven't gotten laid off. Cool. Most people won't get laid off. I've said 6 to 7% unemployment. That means 6 to 7 out of 100 people will be unemployed. And right now we're already at like 3.5. So I'm talking about another 2.5 to 3.5%. So 2.5 to 3.5 people out of 100. I could see construction, some of those, I'd say maybe a net loss of jobs in as opposed to gains in construction. That would make sense, because building houses is not a good thing to do right now. I can only speak for the U.S. mostly, but I think that this is a generally mostly global thing, but I can only speak for the U.S. with a real strong conviction. And Amazon just laid off 10,000 people during the holiday season. Their busiest time of the year, they laid off 10,000 people. If that doesn't say something, I don't know what does. With all that being said, I hope I'm wrong. I so hope I'm wrong. I so hope I'm wrong. I would love a return to a bull market as much as anybody. But I can't do that. I have to look at things objectively and come up with where does the highest probability lie. And what I just told you is, from everything that I can see, that's where the probability lies. To a pretty high amount, actually. but I hope I'm wrong. Anything could happen. God damn it, I hope I'm wrong. I want to be very clear about that. I so hope 2023 is much better than 2022. But what I hope and what I want doesn't really matter in terms of what's going to happen. For someone who is only learning, is it worthwhile buying now and holding on cloud storage? I don't know shit about cloud storage. I'm a crypto guy and real estate guy and business guy. Cloud storage, I don't know enough about that business, which I do believe it will continue to grow in terms of need, and more and more data will continue to be stored on cloud storage. The question is the growth of cloud storage demand compared to the growth of cloud storage supply, where does that sit? And which companies are growing, are taking on the most market share compared to their expenses? Those are the types of things I would look at, but I've never looked at any of that. Well, cold storage. Yes, I believe that will continue to rise dramatically, because these pain moments are going to continue to happen and happen and happen and happen. And it's going to get pounded. I'm going to keep screaming forever. Don't leave your shit on a fucking exchange. But most people are not going to listen, because they're going to say, well, I don't know how to use a ledger. Yeah, I don't know how to use ledger. I mean, this place is safe, right? I can just leave it on this exchange. No, it's not. No, it's not. Until someone says, yeah, sure. When in reality, just take an hour or two and learn how to use a goddamn ledger. That's how you keep your shit secure. Because then it can't get hacked. Then it can't get stolen. Then it can't get used by some shithead centralized party exchange that loans it out and fucks you. That's it. There's no different answer. There's no different answer. There's never gonna be a different answer. Get a cold wallet. I use a ledger. There's nothing safer. There's never gonna be anything safer. Banks are gonna try to get you to give them your crypto and try to custody it for you. You're missing the point. The point of crypto and decentralization is to actually hold on to our own assets instead of having other people have them and use them and lose them and benefit from them, and while not giving us shit. Because that's what banks do. What's a good wallet for XDC? I don't know. You know, Ledger doesn't support XDC? Then I don't know. The point of crypto was to get out middleman. Exactly. There's no reason that me trying to send you $1 should take several days and not move on weekends or holidays or after certain hours. It's fucking stupid. Well, I can send you USDC coin or Bitcoin or Ethereum basically instantly, 24/7. That's so much better. Oh, and there's no middle person doing any of this, like telling me I can, telling me I can't, taking my shit, freezing my stuff, going and losing it somewhere else, going and profiting off of it and just screwing me over. None of that. It's going to take time. As obvious as it is that I'm saying to you, as humans, we don't do what's good for us. Actually, I take that back. We are always doing what we see as good for us. And the fact is, most of us see not having to learn anything new as more beneficial than not, because we're just unmotivated. We're just, I don't want to say lazy, because I don't believe lazy is a real thing, because anything that we really like to do, we have a lot of energy for, and anything we don't like to do, we don't have much energy for, and other people will look at that as you're lazy. No, I'm not lazy. I just don't want to do that shit. So people aren't seeing enough benefit yet, compared to drawback, of setting up a fucking ledger. People get scared. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. Then you're going to lose it. Have fun having all that risk that you apparently don't understand. Happens to all of us. I've lost shit. Learn the lesson. Like, the more people learn this hard lesson, the more people move into actually understand why blockchain exists. Why blockchain is beneficial dramatically beyond what we've known our whole lives. So I'm going to go, I'll do it one last time. Drop a 1 in the chat if you want to learn how to profit when price goes down. if you want to learn how to get free crypto when price goes down, put a 1 in the chat, and I'll show you where you can get that information. Jail chain? What is that? I haven't heard of that one. Blockchain now and hold cold storage. At least I could be making money while I earn. I don't like staking much either, because then you're still giving your stuff to somebody and they're using it. Now you get part of the profits, but it's in their custody. And if they decide to loan it out or do something like that. So having a more trackable proof of reserves, much more transparent way of all this is going to be the norm, and we're getting there. Merkle trees and all that shit, we're getting proof of reserves, we're getting there. I see a lot of ones come in. Let me show you where you can learn how to profit when price goes down and how to get free crypto when price goes down. So go to my TikTok bio, click this link. That'll take you over here. Go get this masterclass. How I get Bitcoin and other crypto for free when price goes down. I mean, who wouldn't want to learn how to do that? Here's my Discord over here. Here's a couple people that didn't know how to do any of this stuff a few months ago. And here's Craig, right? He got into ETH at 1209. It went down to 1162. And what happened? He made 40%. And that was paid to him in ETH. So price of ETH went down and he got given free ETH, right? So if he had 1 ETH up here at 1209, now he's got 1.4 ETH down at 1162. He just got 0.4 ETH for free. Look at Digimon. He did almost the same thing. Both of these were on the 27th. We're doing shit like this every single day. If you want to learn how to do that, go get this masterclass. It's on sale right now. It's only $20. Plus, you're going to get, as a bonus, a $300 bonus of a course completely given to you. So go take advantage of this while it's still there, because who in their right mind wouldn't want to learn how to do that? I mean, these guys over here, they got free ETH because the price went down. Free ETH because the price went down. That's exactly what happened here. They didn't buy anything. They profited when price went down, and they got free ETH. Imagine turning 1 ETH into 1.4 ETH because the price goes down $40. Are you kidding? $20, it's the price of a lunch. Going to get a lot of value out of it. It's just watching it multiple times. It's a 2.5-hour class. And the class is yours to keep. So is the course. You can watch them as many times as you want. I suggest watching them multiple times. If you are shorting, why not? It's just another thing to do. It's the same as buying low and selling high. You know, how people do it is what's really valuable. I'm an education guy. But thank you everybody for being on here. It's a lot of fun. Any last questions before I go? I'm not seeing any more questions in here. All right, y'all. I'm going to take off. Have a good one. No limit. Be sure to hop in that Discord. Talk to y'all later. I'll be back on tomorrow.